don't normally work on Tuesdays. I don't like it. But I am going to Holiday World on Thursday. So out here working today. And already me, 12.75. And I just started 45 minutes ago. Forget what this is paying. I'm getting ready to drop something off. I think it's $5. I don't like it's some of the additions they made to the app is nice, but one of them is, oh, I know how to do it. I forgot you can click on the little hamburger thing and find out. Nope, I don't see it on this one. All right, so I think $5. So not bad first hour. I'm only 3 minutes away from dropping it off, so that's good. And just trying to make little money. I won't have time to edit tonight, so I thought I'd go live. I have some other family things. I get to help take care of a dog, and I love taking care of animals, so I'm doing that. Did my devotion this morning. It's a continuation of the temptation series, and how to lay down that temptation, and to pray to God to give you that strength, because he's not going to give us something that he knows we can't fight. So I thought that was pretty good. I liked that devotion, and I like it when it continues on, give me more information, how to fight those things. So we'll see. Hope everyone's having a good Tuesday this morning. It is not hot, but it's super muggy. So I have the windows down a little bit, but I don't know. I might have to turn on the air just to break away from that humidity, So just picked up from Heine Brothers, just like a little cold coffee and an oatmeal bar, and taking it to First Watch, which is really funny, because you would think maybe you get tired of wherever you work, get tired of what they're serving. But I would think that you would get free stuff. So, I don't know. I just found it funny. But, so, it'll be like 17 my first hour. They started at 8:30. I don't know if Tuesdays are kind of rough. Uber's not giving me much. The few things they've given me, there was one decent order, but I have unassigned so much on DoorDash. I can't do that right now. So other than that, Uber's been kind of sending awful orders. It makes it rough since I have the whole toll bridge thing situation. Makes it kind of a bummer, right? So can't take those little orders unless I'm going a non-toll road, and that's all Uber wants to send. But the one thing I found interesting this morning was did it yesterday and this morning, the low-paying people wanting to be the grouchy ones. They're so rude in their messages. Hi, Manu Testing. How are you today? Mama, a girl behind you for a like. Oh, please say, Mama, a girl behind you for a like. All right, I read that out loud, so hopefully you gave me a like. Thank you. Not sure. All right, I'm just gonna drop this off real quick, and I don't want to turn. I'm just gonna park right here because I'm just in the handicap. I hate parking in the handicap, but I'll just be 1 second. So, be right back. supposed to take a picture for that. Oh, wow. So, yes, that was $5. And nothing busy right this minute. Hope you have a good day. You're a beautiful person. Aw, thank you, Manu. I hope you have a great Tuesday and everything goes wonderful for you. All right. One item at PetSmart. I'm going to take that for $9.50. So, trying to make this money. Anything exciting going on with anybody? Anything on anybody's mind? Day. Really just not nothing exciting going on in my mind. Just kind of mad that some of these customers are so, the lowest paying ones are the grouchy ones. Kind of bothered me earlier today. I've just did 3 deliveries, but it's like, don't deliver it to my neighbor's house. Well, why would I deliver it to your neighbor's house? I thought, well, maybe it's complicated, but I got there, it was not complicated, so I didn't understand. Are you a grandma? Hey, Drew, how are you? I am a grandma. Getting ready to have my 8th grandbaby pretty soon. And then I'll have 4 grandsons and 4 granddaughters. Isn't that crazy? But yes, I am a grandma. A lot of grandkids. It's a lot of fun. Most of them are at that fun stage now, so we get to do a lot of things. I'm gonna go to Holiday World on Thursday with a couple of them, and they like to ride rides, roller coasters and everything, so that makes it fun. But I am truly a grandma. 8 grandbabies, is that not crazy? So a little boy is on its way. Today is what? Today's July 8th. Tomorrow's my brother's birthday. Okay, so we've got less than a month before that baby comes. So how exciting. Don't know what we're gonna buy here. Let's see. Just 1 bag of dog food. I'll probably just leave you guys in here real fast while I go pick up this dog food. The only problem with this, well, this one isn't bad. The other one, the other pet, I think it's not Peter Supply. I forget what it's called. It's like nobody ever works at the cash register. It's like, that's the hardest part. This one is good though. They'll always have somebody at the cash register. So, don't mean to bore you guys, but I'll let you all look at the PetSmart. Yeah, the PetSmart thing. See what we can come up with. Alright, be right back. Just picking up a quick thing of dog food. Y'all can laugh at me trying to carry it. Hi, Pencil. Thank you for joining us today. It's a huge bag too, of course. The customer keeps asking questions, so let's see what they have to say. Could you please put my dog food on the side porch? I greatly appreciate it. Please out front, just anywhere. It's hard for me to locate. I'm visually impaired. If you put on the side porch, I can locate. No problem. Thank you again for shopping. Will do. It's a 40-pound bag. It's a 40-pound bag of dog food. Oh, I got a long drive. Hey, Deanna, how are you doing? Thanks for stopping by this Tuesday. I don't normally work Tuesdays, but figure I'll try it. Sometimes I work Tuesdays and I do all right, but oh, you're great, wonderful. Did the granddaughter come home? I think we have about 3.5 more weeks before our baby's born. About 3.5 more weeks, I think. Not yet. I have made $17 in my first hour. So just now starting my second hour. Oh, it's 2 weeks, I think you said, for the baby to come home. It's only been, okay. Got my dates all mixed up. I'm just so excited. I actually was thinking about that this morning. Get so excited. But I know my daughter's mother-in-law is going to come over and help her out with the baby. Man, I wish I could do that. But everything happens for a reason, right? But no, nothing exciting going on. Just, I'm not going to have time to edit a video tonight. So I thought, well, I'll go live for a little bit this morning. And, do it that way. And then tomorrow I'll probably do a video. I need to clean out I think my GoPro's not working because my SD card is corrupt. And I got to figure out how to uncorrupt it. So once I do that, then I should be able to go back to doing the GoPro. It's just so much faster and easier that way. And I think it's a better quality. Wish you great luck today. My daughter is headed to the hospital to see baby today. Oh, no more after the visit. About Aurora. Is that her name? Aurora. Oh, you're welcome. That's awesome. So close. She'll be home before you know it. How exciting. Oh. Nice to have her home and in your arms and not have to worry about it. All good. The little things in life. That's for sure. That's a big thing though. That is a really big thing. I don't know when I'll get to see whenever my grandson's born. I'm not sure how long it'll take me to get to see him. My one granddaughter, I didn't get to see her until she was about 18 months, I guess. About 18. I didn't get to see her until she was about 18 months old. It was dry. I mean, I saw her on FaceTime and everything, but it was driving me crazy. And she's a ham. Then I've seen her a couple of times since then. Because I went over to Hungary for 3 weeks, and then they came here for 6 weeks. So we got to celebrate her second birthday together. So that was nice. But I don't know. I know they won't be able to come here anytime soon. But it'd be nice to kind of meet in a different country where I didn't have to worry about like trying to get a visa and do all that stuff. So that's an idea as well. Grandbabies are amazing. They are amazing. I don't have y'all in a good view, do I? I had it facing me, and then I forgot I had it on the road. But I'm going to Holiday World with a couple of them tomorrow, Thursday. So I won't be working Thursday. And then my one grandson just got back from Florida, and he came over and spent a couple of hours with us, and just teaching him, I guess it was bad things, but I thought I was teaching him good things. Time will tell. But anyway, he was so excited about his Florida trip. He just talked and talked. It was so nice, and gave lots of hugs. So he just got back and missed the grandparents. That's always an amazing feeling. But they went on a deep sea fishing trip. I guess you rent a boat, and they provide all the supplies and everything. And they were out fishing, and a shark ate his fish while he was trying to reel it in. And oh man, he just would not quit talking about that. He was so excited. But so he was kind of, after all of his excitement, he was kind of bored, and he's an outdoorsy kind of boy. He had his Wranglers on. He says, he thinks he's a cowboy. I'm not saying he's not, but he gets super excited about all the cowboy stuff. And so he just wants to be outside all the time. So he went outside, and he wanted to pick up leaves and sticks and everything. So I'm like, all right, well, let's just start a little fire. I'm going to teach him how to start a fire. Well, I gave him my lighter to teach him how to use the lighter. And I guess he went home, his mother said, trying to find a lighter and playing with it. And I'm like, oh no, I didn't know it was going to be like a problem. But, oh well. I mean, I was trying to teach him, how to what to gather, what to light, get the fire going, and we had a little trouble doing that, and and all I had with me was a lighter. He had to get one, but I didn't have my long one because it's complicated. The one I start my camp stove with, I didn't want him to use that one. How was your dashing on July 4th weekend? It was good. July 4th, my first hour, I made $100. It was amazing. Then the second 3 hours, I only made $30. But then my last 2 hours, I made 70. So I did 200 on July 4th. But my first 3 hours was amazing. So I couldn't believe it would have slowed down like that. But at least I got there. It just took a while, but hey Haju, how are you? Hi Amy, thanks for being here. Woohoo, we are doing car therapy again. I've missed you, Grandma Moore. Hello, I just got a video will be out in a little bit. I worked on it at 3 o'clock this morning because I went to sleep so early. But my plan was to work Saturday, but we ended up taking the whole weekend and did a mental health weekend. I think we both felt kind of overwhelmed with a lot of things. So I'm like, all right, sometimes, I always tell my husband, money is just a thing. It's just money. So not important. It's time for us to just chill and hang out with each other. And it really helped his spirits. Sometimes you just got to do that. So I like the car therapy thing. Especially after this weekend, we were just able to go for a ride and just get away for a little bit. Sometimes you just need that. Just that nice, soothing feeling and that friend to talk to. Yes, exactly. Take care of you. That's what matters. It's very humid. So bad it's making my fire alarms go off. So we had to unhook them. Oh, wow. So today is not hot at all. But you're right. It's like, I think you're up north of me. But the humidity today is crazy. I can roll down the windows and the temperature is fine. But I never heard of it making the fire alarms go off. That's interesting. Wow. I hope I don't do that to mine. Oh, I have 2 campers on my property, and one of them doesn't have air conditioning right now. And I don't want to use electricity on it anyway if nobody's there. Nobody's using it. It's kind of like my outdoor kitchen area, or people come over, like my guest camper. So I hope it doesn't do that. I didn't even think about the humidity causing your fire alarm to go off. That is crazy to think about. It's beautiful where you're at, Amy. It's not humid. It's like the rain from yesterday caused the craziest humidity. And when the grandkids asked me to go to Holiday World with them Thursday, I'm like, sure, no problem. And then I saw this morning, my husband saw this morning, it's supposed to rain on Thursday. Like, oh no, maybe it won't rain that day. They're just teasing us. All right, get ready to drop this off. Jersey Mike said I can order on the app, but I'm not ordering any food. All right, this is a 40-pound bag of dog food, and they want it to their side door because they're visually impaired. And looks like I'm not gonna be able to park. Oh, maybe I will get to park near them. Okay, awesome. Not too awful. I actually delivered Aldi's here. My very first Aldi's order I delivered here. I didn't know we were supposed to buy bags, and so I delivered it with no bags and left it on our swing. Wasn't that horrible? I'll be right back. Went to the wrong door. Oh, goodness. All right, got that one done. Yay. Oh, wow. So, it's $25 for 56 items at Aldi's. I'm not doing that. I'm trying to raise up my ratings with DoorDash, but that's a lot. I have 5 grandbabies, 4 girls and 1 grandson. Oh, wow. After, if everything goes as planned, I'll have 4 grandsons and 4 granddaughters. But 5 grandbabies, that's exciting. Way to go, Deanna. I know, if you could just skip, like, have your kids when they're little, skip the whole teen years, I think life would be so much nicer. But I guess we have to go through those teen years for a reason. All the little hearts. I think they're always so cute. No. Oh, looks like they're having swim lessons here. This is where I taught high school at. My classroom was right there. And I'd take the kids out to these big trees and we would do math lessons, do math games and stuff under the shade trees. So I can only do that with certain classes. Some of my classes, you know, as a teacher, you have to follow all these specific, like, they have to know this by this date, even if they know it or not. You just got to move on, and I'm not good at that. That's why I didn't like teaching. I like teaching the remedial because you had an open lesson plan. You know, the goal, you had a goal, and as long as you reached it, didn't matter. Not necessarily a specific, but in the geometry classes, you're supposed to know this. You know, every week you had this deadline to meet, and some of the lessons were easy and it was not a problem, but some of the lessons were a little complicated. Some of the kids had trouble, and one time I just stopped and said, forget it, we're not going to meet that deadline, we'll have to catch it up later, because they weren't getting it, and math builds on it, you know, on itself. So how can you move on? That's what drove me crazy about teaching. This is makes you think of the long family video. It's so sad. No more video rental places. It was always a fun thing on the weekends. Get you a couple videos and some popcorn and hang out. But not anymore. I have Uber on too, but they've been sending bad orders. And I'm doing, I can't get anything going on with Shipt for some reason. I have no idea why. They had a promo yesterday. I didn't get anything. I logged in and everything, scheduled myself, and I couldn't get anything. Then they had 2 promos Sunday, so a 35 and a 25, and I was hoping to get some of that, but I scheduled myself for most of the day. Nothing came through, so I don't know if I did something wrong. I don't have any negative marks on my account or anything, but I don't know why I'm not getting any Shipt orders. But I figure, well, okay, didn't like me. I don't know. So we're in New Albany, and I guess we're gonna head back to Clarksville. What was really weird this morning, it said not busy, even though I was scheduled, and eventually when I got to the zone, it let me do it, but it said not busy. And then this is the first time that I haven't had an order, so it's like, okay. Hey Regina, how are you doing? Stay cool. Yes, it is hot out there for sure. Thank you. I appreciate you doing that, Regina. $21. Oh, it's kind of going far. $21 for 26 items at Aldi's. Let's see. That's kind of my best bet at this point, is to go to Aldi's. That one isn't bad. Oh, well, I guess I accidentally accepted it. So I guess we're doing that. Doing great watching at work. Oh, awesome. I appreciate you doing that, Miss Regina. What do you do? What kind of work do you do? I haven't been in an office for a while. This guy is dancing to his grocery cart. I don't know if he's happy or what, but it was interesting. Let's see if we can. It's 26 items, so it might take us an hour. I've kind of been not worried so much like about miles. I mean, a little bit about miles, but I've been mostly focusing on my hourly income. That really has helped me the last couple of dashes. So I am going to turn off Uber. My numbers are doing pretty good. All right, so nothing there. It's all red. I just wasn't getting good enough orders for now, but maybe in a little bit. Hey, Bridal and Belle, how are you today? Nursing and dashing on weekends with my grandson. Oh, wow. So dash on weekends and then nurse. Oh, get to help people and take care of them. I just couldn't do the blood or the certain bodily functions. That would be horrible. Or watch, sad things happen. See, Bridal and Belle says, good, how are you? I am good. It's Tuesday. I really don't like to work Tuesdays, but I'm staying steady, so that's good. But it's muggy out today. That's about it. No, just DoorDash. Yesterday, Uber was really good. Uber's been really good lately. DoorDash, not so much. And then today, DoorDash is better and not so much on Uber. It's so weird. They take turns, but as long as they take turns and it's, they keep me busy and making money, I'm happy. As long as they're both good at any given time. When they're both bad, that's whenever I want to cry. Glad you're doing good. I'm glad you're doing good too. Thank you. Yes, nothing really exciting going on in my life. I am gonna be feeding my mom's dog while she's gone. So I got to do that midday to, well, not midday, mid-afternoon today, then in the morning and then mid-afternoon tomorrow. So I just got to make sure I remember. I'm always afraid, you know, got to set those alarms, because when you're a certain age, you just think like things remind, just leave your mind. You don't mean for it to happen. We got Dashlink we got Dashlink, but on a waiting list. What's Dashlink? I think Dashlink is like, where you go and pick up, like from, like kind of like GoPuff, where it's a warehouse and you pick up a whole bunch of orders and then deliver them. But I don't have it in my area. They might have it over in Louisville, but I haven't heard anybody say anything about it. So, but it looks like a good deal. Me too, girl, the alarms. Like your mom. Yes, okay. I know it would be nice to, I like that. You know, my daughter does Spark. I can't get on because of my address, which is frustrating because I live out in the middle of nowhere. But, you know, she just picks up a whole bunch of orders and goes deliver them for a couple of hours. And she makes good, and I'm like, I want to do that. I like that. Now, whenever DoorDash did Walmart several years ago, that was nice, but they had so many bad orders too. It got to the point you didn't want to, you stayed away from Walmart because DoorDash had such bad orders. And Uber does it too. So I guess whoever, Spark doesn't want it or something, then DoorDash, Uber or DoorDash takes it. At the time, there wasn't a Spark though. Okay. We're going to go shopping. Let's see how long it takes us. $9.50. So if we get this completely done in an hour, it's worth it. That's how I kind of, whoops, I forgot I had it on charge. Pulled me right back. That's how I kind of look at it. Like, if I look at an order, I try to make 20 an hour. And I like to, if I can stay low miles, is wonderful. But, oh, somebody already left a quarter in here. I didn't have to do a quarter. But, oh, I think it's, okay. But the miles have been throwing me off a little bit, and I wasn't making as good. So, that's why I decided to kind of change it up and just look at the hour right now. All right. Let's see what we can come up with. I don't really like this particular Aldi because I'm not as I haven't done all these for a minute. I'm allergic to bananas, so I do not know how to pick out bananas at all. I need like a banana class. I feel so embarrassed not knowing how to do bananas. All right, so that's 2.5, so 2.6 is what I'm gonna write. Oops. My husband loves these cuties. Now, do they want the gold ones? Nope, they want the green ones. Those are the gold ones. So I have to look for the other ones. Raspberries.
little green. Okay, thank you for that. Always be sure banana have a little bit of green. That's what I've been doing wrong. Always try to find like really yellow ones because I don't know. So thank you for that. I needed that. Okay, organic North Bay produce. Sometimes the organic blueberries is in different spots. There's blackberries. I don't see the organic ones. Strawberries. Those are organic. Maybe they want to organic something else. I don't see organic blueberries. Alright, there's the strawberries. I'm full at this fruit thing. Alright, let's see. Supposed to be North Bay organic. I bet it's not going to like it, but we'll try it. Alright. Hopefully I did that right. They sure don't mind complaining. Okay, I saw some ripe grapes. Hey, sweetie, can I have that? Thank you. He's just trying to help. All right. So that was just even. That's crazy. They could just get one if it was expensive, but they only had one on their note, or one in their thing, so I'm not sure. All right. So we're almost done with this. Mango. Huh, they have mango slices. Usually I haven't seen those yet. I've been picked up the pineapple and I've picked up the watermelon. The only thing I'm missing on this part, yeah, there they are. I guess I just had to say it out loud. Okay. So now we're looking for a seedless watermelon and thick into this. The watermelons in at Myers was only like $2 something, but I don't know if it's the small seedless ones they're wanting. All right, 5 pounds of potatoes. Now having to bag this stuff is what gets me. Not that I mind. It's just a lot. Okay. I don't see the watermelons. We'll walk through. Oh, there they are. I just missed them. I had to go that anyway. Alright, someone said you need a yellow on your watermelon. So I guess that's what. Make sure it has a little yellow, they said. A lot of times we get watermelon out of the, out of the garden or something. I just grab one. Now, my watermelons didn't turn out, so. Sorry. All right. All right, good deal. Coconut milk. I don't know about coconut milk. There's almond, coconuts. I do not see coconut milk anywhere. Huh. There's oat milk. milk, soy milk, original. Oh, there it is. Somebody just put something in front of it. Sometimes reading the little labels are the best. Okay. Oh, she wrote or almond. But we got it. Alright, we only got 6 more things. That was going to be fast. Okay, I gotta run. Catch up again. Thank you, Miss Deanna. I appreciate you. Have a beautiful day. Stay cool out there, for sure. Alright, green beans, rice. Okay, there's the rice. Let's grab that. Alright. Hopefully this will go. I hate to do shopping whenever I'm doing a live, but sometimes you gotta do whatever you can get. Alright. Looking for green beans. 3 green beans. Here we want cut green beans. Alright, 3 cans. Nice. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Done with that. So we need chicken. Look for chicken, taco mix, and peanut butter. Not sure those things are. Oh, and chicken. I know where the 2 seasoned chicken are. So we're looking for the peanut butter and the taco seasoning. The chili seasoning. So we'll park the car here and see if we can't figure it out. Oh, there's tacos. Okay, great. Taco seasoning mix. After I drop my phone. Now the peanut butter. Where in the world is peanut butter? Did I miss that earlier? Peanut butter. They move things on you and then you can't find it. Kitchen clean. Sometimes it's on the end caps. Where's peanut butter? Peanut butter. Okay, thanks. So it's at the end of the aisle. I looked at the wrong end aisles here. If all these were the same, it'd be helpful. Okay. All right. Just 2 more things. Almost done.
Thank you.
You're very, no problem. All right, chicken and peas, and then we're done. Thank goodness. All right, so we want the boneless chicken breast. This is where I don't like because they want, I don't know, the app don't seem to be as friendly. So we're looking for 5 pounds, 4.6. Oh, here's a 5.17, 4.86, 4.19, 4.61. Here's 505. That's wonderful. That's really close to the 5 pounds. Up, and then it doesn't like it. It's exactly the same thing, but for whatever reason, it's not happy. So, whoops, I gotta click on I have the right thing and take a picture. We picked up 1 pack, 5.05. All right, says, what's the goal for the day, Grandma Moore? Okay, so I got a couple of goals today. One is to raise up my scores on DoorDash, my ratings, because I really hurt them yesterday. And then I'd love to make 200, but it's Tuesday. So I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I can, if I have it in me. But I'm sure going to give it as close to 200 as I can handle. Because I have a lot of bills to pay today, or this week, the next couple of weeks. And then I'm going to Holiday World with the grandbabies on Thursday. So Thursday's out. Unless, it rains or something. So, we got this. Have to run. Thank you, Regina. Have a great day. Have fun nursing and taking care of that grandson of yours. Alright, so just threw my phone. Alright. Looks like we're probably going to need 3 bags, is my guess. 1, 2. I'll put these over here just in case. I appreciate you, Regina, for coming in. These things don't like to stand too long. Come on, stand for me. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to crowd you out. We'll try to put the cold stuff together. I'll just be careful with that because it's heavy. Stuff together. Different one. At least the jaws. That's about all I could fit in that bag. Side bags. I did, went and put the chicken in with the milk, even though I don't like to do that. Okay. I was weighing, need everything that was weighed real fast. You pack food like I do, the sensible way. I can't stand it whenever people put certain things together. Put the dry stuff together, the cold stuff together, the wet stuff together. Sometimes when I go to the grocery, I know I drive people crazy because I'm like, nope, that's not how that works. Alright. So I got one bag half empty, so I'm going to go ahead and put these potatoes in there. I'm not real thrilled about it. And I'm not bagging the watermelon. It says to bag everything, but I'm not bagging the watermelon. Okay. Good deal.
Please place the card in the reader.
We're able to do it in 3 bags.
Thank you for shopping at
One
all.
of the bags are really heavy, so that kind of worries me, but I just wanted to make sure they were bagged
for purchase or touch to start.
good, Alright. Off we go. So I didn't pay for this cart. There was a quarter already in it, so when I don't have to pay for the car, I sometimes will just leave it where it's downstairs. But that way somebody else can grab it. Like at Myers and stuff, I do that. Hopefully we don't have to go real far with this. Here we go. My fanny pack has a place for keys that makes it so handy. I couldn't do this without my fanny pack, I'll tell you. Alright, get all the phones in. Alright, move the bags. I move my bags, my DoorDash bags all the time. Well, that worked out nicely. A lady took the cart. Wasn't that nice? Hey, Kissy Cat, how's it going out there? Are you hot out there? It's like here. It's not hot. It's just super muggy. I'm glad you're here. Hope you're having a good day. Oh, no, this was upstairs. And, well, maybe we'll get lucky and it's not upstairs. Well, maybe it's the first floor. Oh well, I guess I need my exercise. I was looking through some of my old videos, not old, but older videos, and I'm like, I don't feel as fat as I looked on that video, so I might need to walk those stairs anyway. Trying to play with it. I've been moving my cell phone holder and everything, trying to find different angles. I can make it higher but it doesn't show any of the what do you call it, the dash, but then I just don't like it to be, I'm real picky about like my view in my car. Don't want it to be in my way, so I've kind of been playing with it. When I did my video yesterday, it was higher, but I turned it sideways, so I could still see the road just fine. But when I turned it to do the live this morning, it's like, oh, that's in the way. So I messed with it again. But I can change it around. This is my old cell phone holder, so it's kind of finicky. My July 4th was great. So the first 3 hours, I made $100. It was fantastic. My second 3 hours, not so good. I made like 30. But then my last 2 hours, I made 70. So I made my 200. It's like 150 is what I hope for every day. That's my hope. Or, you know, like where I'm like, that's what I need to make. And the 200 is just like, that was a relief. You know, that was nice. So if I make 200, I always feel like it's a great day. 150, I'm like, that's a good day. Anything under 150 is like, oh, as long as I survived, no wrecks, no issues, I'm alright. Yes. So, didn't see any fireworks, but the night before, there was a lot of fireworks that was going on, a lot of firework shows and stuff on July 3rd evening. And I'm trying to go to bed. I know I'm going to work 4th of July. And, oh, the fireworks were just crazy out where we lived. It was just non-stop. Probably worse on July 3rd than July 4th. But they were pretty bad on July 4th, too. And there was some on July 5th, but I was sleeping and it woke me up. It was so loud. And it was fine. I mean, I'm not complaining.
Fireworks are illegal here, like everything else. Girl, you gotta get out of Texas. This sounds rough. Oh, are you near where the floods were? And I'm just devastated about all that. I feel so bad for those families. I don't know the word I wanted to use. But so sad, so terribly sad. And I haven't heard the latest. I saw a few articles where some people were found alive, but that's been a couple of days ago. I'm sure it's on your news a lot. I don't know how close that river is to you or anything. Texas is huge. That's the hill country. Outside of San Antonio. Okay. I didn't even look on the map or anything to see where it was. I knew Texas was huge, but I wasn't just kind of listening, having daughters that went to camp and different things. It just was like, wow, that would be, I don't know if there's words to describe it. I'm at Galveston, the beach. Okay, so my husband enjoys, on YouTube, you can go and see live camps, like of different beaches and stuff, and he does Galveston. That's one of them we see. And then he does like Panama City and a lot of Florida ones, but we also see international ones. But that's like his happy place is going on YouTube and looking at all the different beaches. But that's one of them. So nice. At least you're by the beach. Pretty sights, I'm sure. I've never been there. I've been in Dallas and Fort Worth, but that's it. I did go to, what do they call that ranch, that Dallas, South Fork. I did go South Fork. I didn't get to tour it because it was closed. I was going to break in because there was a spot in the fence, but the people I was with was like, nope, you're not allowed to do that. I'm like, come on, we gotta have fun. Oh, if y'all were listening while I was in Aldi's, I have to tell you, there was these two little, a brother and a sister, and the brother was, like 4 or 5, and he was causing havoc for the sister and the mom, and then the sister was kind of whining about it, So the other day I had 2 of my grandchildren, the brother and sister, and we went to the store to, buy food for when they come over because he's more of a picky eater, and I also want to make sure they have something like, it's grandma's house. And they start fighting. I put my arms around them, and I started singing the Barney song. And I tell you what, they looked at me and said, please quit, and they didn't argue the rest of the time. So sometimes you gotta be creative. And I wanted to tell that poor woman so bad, but I'm like, I think she was just trying to get through it. But I did. I just put my arms around both of them and started singing that right there at the grocery store. And I do not sing. My singing voice is terrible. But it was funny. It was really funny. Hey, it worked. And they came home and told everybody. Alright, we have, alright, I just got a picture. My grandbaby just found a 4-leaf clover. Aw, ain't that cute? Aw, sent me a picture. Little things, that's pretty awesome. She's gonna be lucky today, I'm sure. She's 4 and she found a 4-leaf clover. I can never understand kids biting each other. I don't really know too much about that either. My daughter in 3rd grade, she had a classmate that was biting everyone. In 3rd grade, not even a toddler, toddlers are teething, I kind of get that. But 3rd grade, and it became a big issue. My daughter, he didn't bite my daughter. She was, they were in the nerdy class, right? And she was too busy erasing and rewriting her paperwork. I was a teacher at the time, and so the teacher would tell me a few extra things, and the other parents said, you know, she told me my daughter she was oblivious to whatever was going on. And, you know, they were trying to address it. And the kid ended up having to switch schools at the end of the year. But third grade is awful old to be fighting. I have no idea. Other than the toddlers, it makes sense. They're teething. And it's not necessarily biting you as much as it is, you know, trying to get away their teeth, their gums. So they're trying to send me some videos, and it won't go through. Technology can, you know, it's nice to have technology, but it's also annoying when things don't work the way it's supposed to. I worked at a daycare in high school. The 3 and 4-year-olds were awful. Oh, with fighting, I bet they were. I have one in my purse. I missed something. I have one in my purse. I forget what I said. Oh no. But yes, 3 and 4-year-olds. I don't get the biting thing either. Frustration. I know some of it's frustration because they don't know how to express themselves, but why biting? I don't understand that either. All right, here we go. I'm hoping this is not an upstairs apartment because I have one heavy bag. 2 bags are easy, and then that watermelon. So if it is, I'm gonna be sad if it's upstairs. Oh, 4-leaf clover. Oh, gotcha. Aw. I wonder what the video is that she's been trying to send me for 3 days. It's rough when they live internationally, you know, you have to rely on, the internet, technology. Want to see it. They interviewed my daughter on a podcast just recently. And, it sounds terrible, but all I could do is watch her belly. I was trying to watch and see if the baby would kick. You know how you can see that sometimes? And so I could care less what the podcast was. I was too busy watching for the belly. But I asked her, I said, why didn't the baby move? I wanted to see the baby move. She said, he was asleep during the podcast. I'm like, oh, y'all must have bored him. So now I have to really watch it just because I just watched her belly. Move, baby, move. Show grandma you're there. But no luck. You know, they have a redhead and they have a blonde. So if this baby, well, what color his hair will be, you know? Since both of them are so unique. I like that they're unique. Pretty much, I think my kids, you know, I have strawberry blonde. I think this is going to be first floor. Oh, I went to the wrong building. Oh, doggone, I think it's going to end up being the 3rd floor. Oh, and I'm lost where I'm at because I have to make a circle. Unless this happens to be it is, and it is the 3rd floor. Oh no, this is not good. Okay, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do is put it all in an insulated in my carry bag. So we have to make one stop. Oh, she was never a grandma. I'm sorry. Oh. Grandma's like being your reward for putting up with your teenage daughters. No, I'm just teasing. I'll be right back. Hi, how are you today? Are you having a I'm gonna take some groceries to some people. All right. And then I just gotta move the watermelon over here. Still frozen. Okay. There we go. I had to play with it. I didn't know it was frozen. I was just walking away. I had no idea. Thank you all for letting me know. I'm like, what's going on? Who is she? Okay, we're back. Oh my goodness gracious. Thank you all. I had no idea. Sometimes I'll pull it up on my other phone and check it, but I didn't think about it. So that was awesome. Thank you. Here I've been talking forever and ever. All right. So I've got to, since it's been a long time, I took this $17.50 order. Wanted me to go to Myers and pick up ice cream and then come to Clarksville and go to Five Below and then go back to Jeff to deliver. So I changed it up, so hopefully it won't hurt anything. Okay, let's see if I can get this done now. This is funny. I cannot believe I froze up. Oh, I have to unplug you guys again. Oh. I don't know. Wonder why it froze up like that. I know. And then they wanted me to pick the ice cream up first. Wasn't that weird? I think that was weird. I'm like, why would I want to do that? So, up. Okay, now it's... Okay, jump to task. Start. Okay. It didn't want me to... It still wanted me to go to Myers. Okay, and they added stuff, of course. Now, both orders are going to the same house, and that's why I kind of decided to do this one first, because it's close to Myers. So I didn't want to have to do all of that. All right. Thank you. All right, we're going to do the electronics first, because I know where they're at. Hi, Debbie. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. I hope it's not horribly hot. They all used to be $5. So not anymore. Okay, we're looking for wireless earbuds and a mic. I have no idea. All right. Audio hookup. Oh, here's earbuds. Maybe it's something like this. There's $8. Okay. So it says to boom. You get, yes, I get stuff here too. A lot of times it's not too bad actually. Let's see if the other items on here. Jazz. I'm not seeing, oh.
Okay, there's Bass Jacks. True wireless earbuds with mic. I don't know if it's. How do you know if it says with a mic? I don't know. Is that with a mic or not with a mic? We'll see. I have no idea. Freezing up, off and on. Check back in a bit. Okay, sounds good. Sorry, Miss Amy. Thank you. Maybe I have to, maybe I need to end it. It's not going to work in the stores and then all the shopping and everything. Okay. Has to say dynamic on it. Dynamic earbuds. Okay. I have no idea how all this works. You would think I would know this stuff, but I really don't. Metallic. Okay, the shoppers thing didn't work. Oh, dynamic. I see it. Okay. And they want black. I see white. Only dynamic one I see, so. Okay. It's the right thing, but we just need this in black. I think that's the only one they have. Ain't that weird? Like, I don't know. Dynamic. Okay, getting closer. To go through all of it. Oh, here we go. It's working. Okay, it's working. Good. Alright, so now a toy and flushable wipes. I have no idea, but we'll figure it out. Alright. Lola's Pet Shop. I tried to find some of this stuff in here one day. I was so lost. I was like, what? Because it's just a mess. Everything's just a mess. So how do you find it? You know? Hard to find stuff, I think, in my opinion. Okay. Little pet shop. We'll probably have to ask. They say these things go fast. These little surprise toys things. This is why I did not want to get the ice cream first. I thought that getting ice cream first was such a bad idea. Might have to ask for help. Would that be it? Nope. All these little weird things. See if we can. All right, no helpers. Oh, here we go. See if she'll help us. This is Five Below. Hi, I'm doing DoorDash, and I need these two things. I've got the other two things they asked for.
Littlest Pet Shop. Okay. Let's go this way.
Okay. Ah, I went all the way the wrong way. Oh, that's for the Continental stuff? Oh, so.
Right there?
There, okay, wonderful. I was looking for toilet paper. I didn't think about Kleenexes. Because I found the other stuff. I just couldn't find these two things.
Okay, and then at Littlest Pet Shop.
Is it a big thing or a little
No,
thing?
it's a, I think it's a mystery pack.
I didn't know. Like,
It'll look like one of these.
okay, and I was just say pet, like, so Littlest Pet Shop, just that?
There you go.
I was looking for a box. Okay.
Okay, we do have the box. Well,
Oh,
look
nope.
here. That's not it.
That's not it.
Okay.
It shows a box with a handle.
Right. 'Cause we had two different kinds. It would be in here in this aisle if we did.
In this aisle, okay. Whoa. So sorry.
That's not it, is it? It's a mystery.
It is a.
Okay, I know exactly what you're looking for.
Oh, good, because I have no idea.
It is a little box.
It's a little box.
Huh?
Okay. There's SpongeBob. Stitch.
Here.
Okay. This is what I'm.
Be in here if we have.
Okay, I don't see it. Do you?
See it either,
Okay.
but I know exactly what it is you're looking for. It's like this, only small. It's got a little handle,
It's got a little
only
handle.
small.
Yeah. Okay, I don't see it either.
Do
So.
not.
Okay. Okay, that one thing you showed me, she said she'll take that. Okay. Thank you. All right. We finally found something that'll work. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Oh my gosh. Nice lady trying to help. That's great. I know it really is a mystery. You're right. It really is, Debbie. Every time. It's like, what? And they always want them. It's like, but they're not available. Okay. It's crazy how that works. All right. Oh.
Back to and beyond. There's a little hallway first left. Welcome.
So I'm on YouTube Live, and they said you're very nice.
Well, thank you. May or may not ask you a question.
Okay.
Thank you very much. That's what I'm here for now.
Okay. All right. I have to pick up, the same person's getting Meyer stuff, and it's ice cream. They want me to pick up, DoorDash wanted me to pick up the ice cream first. I said, no.
Hello.
I know, this kind of weather?
Right.
No way. Thank you so much.
Better be taking them with straw so they can drink it.
I know. So hopefully,
Welcome to Five Below.
okay.
Have a good day.
All right, finally got that done. So those surprises, those mysteries, a lot of people ask for them when they come. And the one guy that was working said they go, as soon as they come in, they go. So I guess, I don't know who likes them or what the deal is with them, but they go really fast. It's hard to get them. All right, now off to buy the ice cream. At Myers. Okay. Put you guys here with my thumb in your way. That works, right? Like, I've been having a little trouble with, oh, what do you call it? With I have like one of those automatic cell phone holders. I don't know if it's the heat or what, but I'm having a little trouble with it lately. Alright, we're gonna do a drive through here. Pull through, I guess is what you call it. Alright, good deal. It is 10:53, so there's hopefully I'll be done by
done by 11:30, then I'll have made $60-something in 3 hours. So I don't know if it's gonna happen though. Keep my fingers crossed. All right, let y'all see our little drive through here. I normally don't wear a sleeveless shirt, but I was like, oh, it's so muggy. I know, the kiddos were telling me we're going to stay in the water park when we go to Holiday World on Thursday, and I'm like, oh, no, I'll have to wear my bathing suit. Crafting and watching, all right. Awesome. Love to know what you're making. You did, I saw your earrings. I can't wear jewelry on your video. I'm like, back in the day when I wore jewelry, that would have been so fun. I'm allergic to metal, so I had to let my pierced ears grow in. Can't wear my wedding ring or anything like that. Such a bummer. And we've gone through all different kinds, and it worked for a little bit. You know, we went to silver. They said maybe is it platinum or whatever, maybe that. It seems like there's one with an L. But anyway, it just seems like I can't get a good read, and it drives me crazy. We could do silicone, and I looked at some. The ones at Walmart I didn't like. I want a nice silicone one, and we just never did it. As much as we spent on the other rings, you'd think we would spend just a few bucks on a silicone ring, but I haven't done it. He wears his wedding ring. I just can't wear mine. Like I said, I used to be able to wear silver. I could wear silver jewelry, no issues, and now I can't even wear silver. Recycling the lids from light packages. Oh. Huh. I used to make a whole bunch of stuff with baby jars. The baby food jars are so useful for so many things. You get the little people and put in it, make like little snow globes and all that. Oh man. We used to do so many weird crafts back in the day. I don't know if you remember, like, what is it, late 80s, early 90s, they had those like, kind of like straw hats, not really straw hats, but the kind of like, and then you put the ribbon and the flowers and all that. I used to make that for everybody, and I had them for years and years. I think one of my kids still have some of them that I made early 90s on their wall. I know I saw it at one of their houses. I'm like, oh my, I didn't even know those were still around. I thought I threw it all away. And then we went to the how to do the photo album cover classes. I went anything that the library did. I did all the library classes on the crafts and the cooking. I used to, Grandma Moore, the first Grandma Moore, she made homemade yeast rolls, and my husband loved them. So I was trying to learn how to make them. So I go to the library. You know, this is way before the internet and all that. And I found this awesome recipe, but it's like from the 1800s, so it doesn't make a lot. And that's my favorite bread recipe. I make breads and rolls and everything off of it. And then there's a few ways you can alter it to make it either sweet or buttery, you know, different ways. Sometimes I'll use it to do my dumplings or something. You know, just add the herbs and stuff instead of the sugar and butter. Well, a little bit of butter, mostly lard. But anyway, but they wouldn't rise. I tried everything, tried all these different ways to get these yeast rolls to rise. I could figure it out. Went to the library for the bread making class, and it was one little baby mistake I made, and why my rolls weren't turning out right. And whenever you make your rolls, you know you got to twist them at the bottom because you're sealing it, and then you have to put them right next to each other so they'll rise high. Because if you don't put them right next to each other, then they go sideways. And that's all I needed to do. And then they turned out. They're still not as good as hers, but they're not bad. But it was like that one little bitty change made the rolls so different. It was frustrating. years and just needed to go to the library class. They make pockets on books or clipboards for change. Oh, that is awesome. That is a good idea. Scrapbooking was big in the 90s. It was big in the 90s. I didn't scrapbook though. I didn't. I just never really got into that. But I thought it was awesome. A lot of people I know did, and they went to classes, they had clubs, and such cute little things at Hobby Lobby, places like that. I thought scrapbooking was so neat, but I think that's probably our soccer days, and I barely, I just started a career. What was it? I was in college. Well, I didn't start my career until 2006, 2005, 2006. 2005 I was teaching. 2006 I became a statistician. And then with soccer and everything, I was just like, I quit crafting, I quit doing all that stuff. But back in the day when the kids were home and I homeschooled and all that stuff, we did so much stuff. I miss doing all of that. It would have been nice to have good scrapbooks too. It would have been a good kid activity. I would hate that I didn't get into it. The library was great, yes. Our library is still really good. They still have great kid activities and community activities. I went so much, they knew me and my kids very well. I mean, like 10 years after I moved away, I would run into them at the fair or something, and they're like, "Oh, hi," and I'm like, "Who is that? Who's that?" "Oh, it's the library lady, the librarian." I was like, I can't believe she remembers me. Now it's all different people, I assume. I went in there to do something just recently. I forget what I was doing, but I did something. And they're remodeling it and everything. And it wasn't anybody I knew. It's like, because I hadn't been in there in years. But, when was it? I think when we went to St. Louis, a month ago or something, before we left, we had to drop off library books because the grandkids like to go to the library. And my grandson got to walk up to the they have a little door you put your books in, and close it, and he was so excited. He had a smile from ear to ear because he got to do it all by himself. We actually had forgotten, and we're getting ready to get on the highway, and he says, "What about my books?" And so we had to turn around and go to the library, and my daughter said, "Well, you could go out there and drop them in the drop-off box." And oh, he was so proud of that. The little things that we take for granted the first time doing it. It was pretty awesome. I wish I could crochet scrubbies for scrubbing. I wish I could crochet. I mean, I know, I guess it's crochet, where you do the loop and the loop, and I used to be able to do a little bit, but not much. But what are those things where you have the metal square, and you put the material on it, and then it's rags? Do you remember doing that back in the day? That was like a big thing they would give all of us to do, like at the holidays. It was always a holiday gift. Always made so many of those rags. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. I think looming. It's not looming. Looming's quilting. Oh, I forget what it's called. Always thought that was fun. Always got them, so I always just made rags. And then you could buy a big bag of those, that material, and keep your little metal piece. What was that called? It's gonna drive me crazy. Alright, just 8 things. Most of it's ice cream. I think peanut butter and ice. What's up with peanut butter today? I don't know. But I guess everybody wants peanut butter today. Or at least that's what it looked like it was. Okay, let's see. I wish I could. Okay, did you ever do paper mache? I did. I did do paper mache. And, my kids did it. We did for my niece's, maybe her first birthday. I don't remember which birthday. She's 30 now. We made our own.
pinata from Picante. That was a lot of fun. That was really fun. But we just had a complete and balloon and did it, and it worked. But I think we did it almost too hard. You know, did too much big machine. My kids had a, when I homeschooled them, they had a Spanish class. I forget what the lady was from, and she did all these things with them, you know, like Hispanic type of traditions. She had different kind of pinata than what we were used to. It was awesome. She was great. And I thought I ran into her the other day. It ended up not being her, but looked just like her. It was, that's the nice thing about homeschooling. We got to select who taught our kids, or what, you know, what we're teaching versus what they teach. And that was a lot of fun and nice. But on my, I used to decorate cakes. I took the decorating classes. And for my niece's first birthday, I was just talking about, I did her cake and I forgot the H. So it didn't say happy birthday, it said happy birthday. I'm like, oh, none of us noticed it till it was at the party. Like, how embarrassing. Like one of my first real cakes I did for somebody and then it spelled wrong. I don't know what was my problem. But that was embarrassing, for sure. It's peanut butter, but it's that Biscoff. I haven't had that yet. And I love those cookies, and I bet this is good. We don't have to go down the aisle. I try not to carry my card if I don't have to. Alright, so we're looking for the Biscoff. Section 43. Right there. Crunchy, nope, creamy. I really want to try this. Oh, it looks so good. My favorite thing, like, about Delta was those cookies. Now I have all my points on American Airlines. And I get to, you know, board early and all that good stuff. I took my mom to Vegas last year, and we got to board early. She goes, why do you want to do that? I said, why wouldn't you want to do that? I don't understand. And I like to sit, you know, closer to the back. I think she didn't like that either. Kind of picky. I'm picky. Alright, so we're looking for, I don't know, okay, what is that called? Taliti? I know a lot of people eat it. I've never eaten this. Oh, it's on sale. Okay, strawberry. Summer strawberry? Yeah. It says that it's a sorbet of some sort, I guess. Sorbetto? Dairy-free? Huh. My husband needs dairy-free. Maybe that would be a good one. Huh. I sure didn't know that. Definitely have to try it. So it's not like a true ice cream. I wonder if my daughter could eat that. She's allergic to milk. Cow's protein. Oh, I scanned the wrong one. Huh. Okay, and then peaches. Section 28. 20. Oh, right here. And we want frozen peaches. Pineapple, mango. Okay, I see everything but peaches. Come on, people. Peaches. We only want 16 ounce, so we want a smaller one. Up top. Looks like they're gonna have something good to, some kind of good dessert. Nice cold summery desserts. Right. And then we just need some figs, which is gonna be an $8.21. Did you ever? Okay, nice. Paul gets made when 8 people accompany one grandma. Paul gets so many berry varieties of non-milk. I know, there was nothing. Oh, when we found out my daughter was allergic to milk, or she was allergic to cow's protein, it was terrible. That's why I would nurse my daughter and then talk to her because there was no other option. It was terrible. They said she could have baby formula or something like that, but she was 5 and she did not like that taste. Okay. It says it's over here, but I would think that it would be in a cold section, but maybe not. Are figs cold or not? Does anybody know if figs would be in a cold section? I'm gonna wait a minute. Those are dead. Oh, nope, here they are. All right. That wasn't bad. Done. I am at Myers, so a grocery store, but I found it, so that's good. But yeah, Myers. Just it's half of it's a grocery store, half of it's a department store. One of the reasons I like going to Madison is, you have an actual grocery store. You don't have all this other stuff. I know that sounds awful, but sometimes you just want to run into the grocery store. You don't need all this other stuff. But in Florida, there was like real grocery stores, not like these places where you have clothes and everything else. Sometimes that's nice. But there's few and far between around here. In this area, I don't think there's any, other than Aldi's. This shouldn't take long at all. Quick and easy.
Insert cash or select payment type.
I'll forget to zip up my stuff. The Kroger. Yeah.
Use pad to complete transaction. Please take your receipt.
I used to do Kroger. I don't do Kroger anymore.
Shopping scale is not
I like the plants and makeup stuff. I used to do Kroger, but then I got over the whole digital coupon thing, so I quit doing it. I don't like digital coupons. You too, thank you. Oh, I don't need this card. Oh, that's okay. I just hate to have somebody come out there. Thanks. But here, you have the app, but you get, I don't know. There's some, what is it? The Circle K? Maybe Circle K, I don't know. One of them, you sign up for their app, you get 25 cents off a gallon of gas, but again, you have to download another app, and I don't want to download any more apps. I get my gas cheap on grocery points. Oh, I bet. We have, where I live, we have a JC. Kroger's bought them. And if I need groceries fast, that's where I go. So I do earn points, but I give them to my daughter. So, because she uses it for that's where she grocery shops every day, every week or whatever, how often she groceries. So, I figure, well, those are points, she can utilize more than me. She doesn't have a Sam's card. And right now with Wawa being across from Sam's, I'm getting a better deal in that area, which I need gas right now, actually. That's where I was headed earlier. Whenever I first went to get online, I'm like, okay, I'll go get the I'll go deliver this, and I'll go get gas, and then I'll go online.
And then the other place had raised their prices, and I never made it over by Sam's, so I'll get it later. Not like I have to do it. Just trying to keep the ice cream cold. Alright. Yeah, both of these are going missing. Just double checking. Don't ring the doorbell. Do not knock. Please. All highlight the door with the numbers. The building itself is next to the electric area. Alright. Do not do this and do not do that. We gotcha. I'm twisted. I cannot stand a twisted seatbelt. It drives me crazy. Alright. Got people walking, cars coming. Alright, here we go. 7 minutes away. So, yep, 60-something in 3 hours on a Tuesday. I can't complain about that for sure. I'll have to feed the dog until around 4 o'clock. Then she's going to be hungry. I don't have to feed her. I get my gas. Oh, yeah, I read that one. Okay. How much is gas in Texas? Over by they just built the Wawa, and it opened a month and a half ago or something. And it's been nice because they're having gas wars, so we're staying at $2.75 there, but everywhere else is about gas. Oh, gas here is $2.93, so that's not awful. I've got points here I can use, but everywhere else is about $3.19, $3.29. To me, that's too high. I like it under $3. If it's under $3, I feel better. I'd like to see it, when I first started driving, it was what, 89 cents? It's $2.50. Oh man. Nice. Indiana, we got a new governor, and he is just really softening it to us. He's trying to put tolls on all the roads. He increased cigarettes $2 a pack. I forget what percentage of the gas tax he increased, but he increased that. So now we're paying 73 cents per gallon towards tax. There's like different line items. I don't know if he increased each one of those line items or what. So, and gas used to be 89 cents a gallon. That I remember. What am I doing? It must have been my oldest daughter. I started driving and gas was under $1. Then turn around and it was $5. And she had to pay for her own gas. She got mad at me. We bought her a used Mustang. That was her first car. And she never had gas in it. And so she runs out of gas at school one day. And she throws and she went to a private school, and it was pretty snotty and everything. She was so embarrassed. She threw a big fit. She hated her car, blah, blah, blah. A couple months later, a little time later, I'm not sure exactly the time frame, it gets totaled. She was in a hit and run accident. They left her for dead. Oh, it was awful. Luckily, she was meeting us for a brunch, and I'm like, something's wrong, and we must have had like the flip phones at the time. There weren't smartphones. And we found out she was in a wreck. And I never saw my husband drive so fast in my life. Because we were all meeting together. So she was on her way anyway. And she was alright. But she cried over that Mustang for a long time after she told me how much she hated it. Because it never had gas in it. But it goes up with a hurricane comes. Oh, I bet. Any reason for them to exploit us and take our money, right? We have a lousy governor. Oh, Abbott, you don't like him? I don't know. I've seen some things. No term limits. He's there for life. Oh, really? We have a term limit on our governor. I guess that goes state by state. I didn't realize that. I figured all the states had the same rules. I don't know. I mean, I've heard good and bad things about him. But I don't live there, so I don't personally know. I know I'm not happy with ours at all. I didn't vote for him. I personally like to vote more if I can opinion, I prefer to vote like independent. My only problem with doing that is it a lost vote, but I could probably say I didn't vote for this governor. And I sure in the heck wasn't voting for the Democratic governor because she was a piece of work. And I wasn't voting for this one that we have, the Republican one. So I voted for the independent one. And I'd like to see no political parties. That's my goal in life. No political parties. I see where Elon Musk is trying to start a different party, which I get his point. We do need a different party, but I don't think we need a party. I think we just need to unite and have a decent politicians, you know? I'm trying to find this address. He's getting paid by churches to keep gambling out. Well, okay. I don't know. I wish there wasn't gambling here, then I wouldn't have as big of a problem. He won't let the people decide on gambling. It's his decision. See, okay, I don't like marijuana and stuff. But with that being said, I see that it's a good medical benefit. And we can't get that in here. You know, at least the medical marijuana would be nice. And then the gambling does help with taxes and everything. So I don't know. Louisiana, Oklahoma would go broke. I'll be right back. They just sent me an offer, $5 for like 25 items at Myers. Like, who would do that, right? Oh. So, $7 for one pickup at El Napao, which is a Mexican restaurant, and one item at Dollar General for 11.8 miles. And I'm trying to get my numbers up. I don't think I'm going to get it that way. We drive all the way to touch a slot machine. Oh gosh. These orders are even worse. Do you ever go to Tunica? We don't know. Biloxi shouldn't be too far. New Orleans has, we go to New Orleans sometimes. But I'm not sure how it works like in Oklahoma. It's Indian reservations. Right? So that's not even a tax thing. Because those are tax-free, right? Like whenever, well, I guess if you win. I won an Indian reservation. That's when I won my first $10,000. And they didn't take any taxes out because it's an Indian reservation. They're tax-free. But I did have to pay taxes on it in Indiana. But California is tax-free. I don't know. I don't know how the taxes, if it's really helpful or how helpful it is if it's Indian reservation casinos. Shreveport. I don't know where that's at. Every one of them. Uber and DoorDash. Shreveport, Louisiana. Why does that sound familiar? I have to look on the map. The one in Oklahoma, right past the Texas line. I like that one. It starts with W. That one, I haven't been there in years, but I loved that one. It was big, fun. And then they have the bingo too. I liked it. They used to send me a whole bunch of stuff. And then Tunica and Biloxi, St. Louis, Vegas. The ones in California was I haven't been to those in 15 years. It was just a fluke that I got there. Windstar, yes, exactly. I didn't win a jackpot or anything there. But being in California, so you do have to in Oklahoma, okay. Even though it's a Indian reservation. So it must have been because California is a tax-free state is why it was different. Did your mom win in Vegas? She just went for one day because they were on their way to an Alaskan cruise. And so I have it too, but I probably won't use mine. You can get up to $600 free play for however much your airline ticket cost. So if me and my husband went, it cost $600. I get $600 free play. And that's what she did. Okay, we're gonna take this $7 for 4 miles. Best I've gotten all these orders. So I don't think she didn't say she won, but she did win on the cruise ship, which I'm probably not supposed to tell, but she did. So that was good. I'm glad she won on the cruise ship. You got to go to El Cortez downtown. There's where I went in Vegas. You know, we were looking for it down by Fremont, and we got twisted. My mom, we went last May. Right before we left, my husband and I were out door dashing. I get my toe. We were doing a dollar store order, and I thought he was going to the passenger side, and he was trying to go to the driver's side. Either way, I got my toe broken. It was actually broken. So I had to wear something on my foot, and then my mom had foot surgery, so she had foot problems. So we were both like, good. I'm frozen on Facebook, YouTube. I'm trying to get unfrozen.
Oh, it got frozen?
Yeah, how do I unfreeze it?
I think it's...
Oh, I'm unfrozen. I'm unfrozen now.
Oh, wow. Great.
Okay, you gonna say hi?
Hello, everyone. Like, follow, share, subscribe.
I like it. All right. Yay, I'm unfrozen. I don't know why it's doing that every once in a while for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess it's because of the weather and all stuff. But weather... I guess just because of the internet.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just being rotten. Okay, I have vents.
Vents? We got you. We was ready for you. We was
Okay.
knew that you were coming.
You knew I was till the donut and everything's in there.
Yeah.
You had it on the what do you call it? On the tablet. I was on my way, right? Nice to see you all. Bye bye. All right. Takes me a minute to figure it out. But we got it. All right. Accidentally turn it off. Oh. Uber sent a couple of good orders, but oh well. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, sweet ducking lady. Yeah, she's my girl. They were like my first first subscribers. They always give me advice on how to do YouTube. Heard her brother run this store. I don't know if their parents own it or they gift it to them, but yeah, not sure. But it's her. She runs the morning shift and he runs the afternoon shift. And he's like so totally into giving me advice, and she's just super supportive. And it's nice. I always like going in there. So they asked me to give them a Google, a good Google review as a dasher. She said we've got other people, but we need a dasher to give us one, as a dasher. And so it's nice because they get a lot of grief. Sometimes they're slow, and I think a lot of people give them a hard way to go. All right, finally got a decent food order. I'm gonna say a decent food order, but at least it's a food order versus a shopping order. It's the only bad thing about DoorDash is like it's just shopping. Once it's either shopping or pizza, and I don't do pizza. And I hate that I had to what do you call it? I had to verify my stuff. All right. Big old dump truck. What the heck? This light is annoying. It used to not be no turn on red, and now it is a no turn on red. And they've changed a lot of things. They just keep growing and changing things. It's almost like no respect for your original citizens. It's all about the new. And, that it just really is frustrating. There should be a way to mingle both. But they've built all these factories, and it's all about people that are coming in for these factories. And they should have, why did you even build these factories here if you're not going to hire the locals anyway? So, and I guess they're higher paying jobs because all these subdivisions, the houses are going for crazy amounts. It doesn't even make sense. This was a nice, cheap, safe area to live. Now the crime rate's gone sky high. You're always, reading about a car chase or something weird. I guess I should turn that a little better. Something's always going on where we didn't really have, and I know social media makes it, more in your face, but even till recently, we just didn't have that problem, And the rent, you could get something decent for $700-900 a month. Now I don't rent, but I can see things and hear people talk, and it sounds like $1,200 a month, and it might still be a dump, I deliver to a lot of these apartment complexes. I don't think I could live in them. There's no way. And we used to live in a nice older home. I think our house was built in 1911. That's where we raised the children. And the neighborhood was good. There was always the petty theft in your car. You couldn't leave anything in your car. They always stole something out of your car. And we go by there often. My husband misses it really bad. But you couldn't pay me to live there either. I do regret switching jobs and selling the house and all, because it would have been a good grandma house, I think, but I just don't think I can live in a neighborhood again. I love the country. And that's all over the state. Grandma Moore, housing is nuts. It is nuts. It is crazy. I really think Holcomb, at the end, I think he was all about self-interest and so disappointed in him in so many ways. And then Braun has come in and now increasing this and this, and I am so disappointed. Which I didn't vote for. I didn't vote for Braun at all. He just has kind of an empty look in his eyes, like, you know, easy to manipulate maybe, or easy to be a robot or something, so I didn't feel comfortable with him. But I didn't like the girl either, so I voted for Rainwater. I was hoping he'd get voted and get more votes, but oh well. Things are so extreme, you know. Glad you're back. They all have that look. They do. I mean, that's what drives me insane. Like, I talked about it the other day, but to be honest, the whole political thing, I mean, I like following politics, but I believe in all these weird conspiracy theories, or at least I want to say believe in them, but I'm at least open-minded to them. But bottom line is, I think it doesn't matter what party you're at or you affiliate yourself with. They're all in cahoots. I think it's bigger than us, bigger than the United States of America. It's more world. And so why people are fighting, and I did it too, so, you know, I'm just as guilty, but why fight over politics instead of us uniting together and coming up with, you know, real solutions? I really would like to see somebody else, you know, like, I don't want to even say a person. I'd like to see like a whole different type of people. Nobody that's already there. Just all fresh. You lose a lot of information though doing that. And so there's a downfall to that too, but you can't get rid of corruption until you get rid of what's going on right now. And everybody's so embedded into the corruption, the only way you got to start with a blank slate. I'll be right back. I swear to God. $5.75 for 5 items at the dollar store. No, thank you. All right, 1 to 2 minutes for estimated time. Let's see. I live in Houston, among millionaire women. They run this state exactly. Oh, I guess we'll take this. I don't want it, but we're taking. It's not shopping, so I'm happy. Don't be a 10 hat person. That's dangerous. No conspiracy stuff. Young people are coming. Well, okay, so Miss Kissy Cat, I think you have. If you don't listen to what's being said or the ideas, then you miss out, right? Because what's going on, and a lot of these things end up coming true or have some I'm not going to say the word right, the validity to it. I can't pronounce that word. Some of it's valid. How about that? So
I think you have to not believe it like 100% or anything like that, but at least it's just like, as a mom, I would ask 3 people their opinion about something. You know, like, how do you soothe a baby's tooth coming in, you know? And then I take those 3 people's advice and try to figure out what works best for me. I might use one, I might do a little bit of each. That's how I look at the conspiracy theory stuff, is I listen, think about it for myself. Okay, that kind of makes sense. That kind of doesn't make sense. But obviously there's something wrong with the system. So just not listen to any of it when you see that there's something wrong. You know, like what they're saying might not be right, but at least, okay, I can see where they're coming from. That makes sense. Oh, that don't make sense. But I know this isn't right. What's going on now, you know? And then, and young people, I'm kind of worried about the young people because they just come from a different breed of, I don't want to say breed, a different upbringing. So I worry about that. Like, what is that going to look like? I think you have a good mix though, but I'd rather have a good mix of age. I don't want all young people for sure. Your dad refused to vote in Texas. I'm married to a cop and keep it professional. There you go. Yeah. I won't say nothing. Well, I'm just gonna say, you know, having politicians, knowing politicians, I guess is the best way to say it. Saw things in a different light too, but more on a local level and a national level, you know. Macaulay, hey, how's it going? Thank you for joining. You sound non-binary or trans. Well, thanks, I guess. But no, I'm not. I'm married. I've been married 36 years to my husband. It'll be 36 years this month anyway. Isn't that crazy? Well, I'll be careful with that stuff. They are always watching you. With what stuff? Anyone over 70s retire? I did. Local levels all gerrymandering in Texas. You know, just with you saying that, you know what comes to my mind? Do you, this is really bad, but do you think, like, as you look at the politicians in Washington, D.C. that are 70 or older, since you said 70, and you think, how do they look that way? Like, do they know something we don't know? Is there something in their water that's not in ours? Or do they, I don't know, why do they look so much healthier than us? Or why do they last so much longer than us? Those kind of things, you know? To me, that's kind of a conspiracy theory, because it's like, and, you know, if you know rich people, they do have access to things different. Really rich people have different access to things than we do. And it's like, all right, and you know, the White House has their own doctor. But I always just wonder, just in general, I've been thinking about that a lot, not only about politicians, but I even talked about it, where why is this 70-year-old can, you know, do everything a 50-year-old can, but this 70-year-old can't get off the chair, you know, that just, and I have that situation in my life, and that's why I've been thinking about it. It just makes me wonder, what's the difference, and how do I make it better for myself, you know, as I see this difference in my personal life with elderly people in my life, you know. And then you look at and that's been a conversation too, just in my family. It's like, well, they're 80 and they're, you know, they're running, you know, they're congressmen of this state or whatever, and why can they do this, this, and this, and I can't, you know, not running politicians, but physically, you know. Like, how old is Maxine Waters? And she just goes to all these places and beats on the doors and tries to work her way through things. Oh, where am I going? Oh, I thought I was going somewhere else. I got that wrong. I still follow the GPS though. I have 3 counties in my district. 3 counties? Oh, wow. That's crazy. They ranged it in Texas. This state will be red until I die. Oh, Indiana's always been red and will always be red. What's really weird, where I live, it used to be all Democrat only, like the southern part of it, and everything else was red. And now even down here is red. So that's, I mean, I'm more of a Republican, but I like to think of myself as independent. I used to be Democrat, but not ever again. I'll never be Democrat again. That's one thing that I know, but I prefer to be independent. They have better insurance, that's why. That makes sense? Better insurance and better way to get to the doctor's until Paul's dad just died at 93. The hospital loved him. And was he active until he passed? You know, I saw your picture of him. He looked like he was a pretty healthy fella. My step-grandpa is 92. If it wasn't for his Alzheimer's, he'd be really good to go. I mean, health-wise, he's good. He just has Alzheimer's. Paul's dad had the best insurance. Oh, I see. See, my step-grandpa, he has tons of insurance. They're paying for so much of his stuff, and they pay to take care. Like, I used to watch him, they paid me, but he started having some problems. Entitled people have less stress. Entitled people have less, I don't know. I guess because they think they're entitled, so that was a good one, Amy. It made me laugh. How old is Chuck Grassley? I don't know who Chuck Grassley is. Yes, Amy, the diabetes and heart disease eat people in Texas. Huh. Diabetes and heart disease. This mower guy here. I'm glad Houston is a melting pot. All cultures. I love that. I like that too. The first time I went to LA, I rode a city bus, and it was, like you said, a melting pot. It was fantastic. You know, everybody was just the same. Didn't matter. Thought that was fantastic. Here, I think it just kind of depends where you're at, but it seems better and better. He was active. Oh, good. I'm Mexican. I refuse to be scared of being kidnapped. Oh, the racist crap has to stop. But I think that, I don't know. I'm not racist, so I don't know. I don't know where that all stems from. So, Paul's insurance great from being caught for 33 years. Oh, I bet it is. We have none. I mean, we have some, but it's not worth a crap. Texas is only good for medical center. Everyone comes here for cancer treatment. Oh, at the Mayo Clinic, right? A guy I worked for, his son, out of nowhere, he was only like 19, found out he had like colon cancer, stage 4. It was awful. And at the time, everything seemed okay, or maybe he had stage 3. And then I recently saw where he had passed. But, yeah, they flew him down to Texas. Is why I mentioned it. I'll be right back. This order has been sitting there for a while. So I knew it was a bad order, but I didn't care. It wasn't shopping, so I was happy. And I'm making money, so hey. I can't wait to see who's going to pick the fields and process the meat. See, that, to me, that sounds racist. That's more racist. I don't know. That's my opinion, though. John Travolta bought his wife here. She didn't make it. Huh? Kelly was his wife. She was a great actress. So maybe it's a different wife? I don't know. See, to me, so, well, I'm waiting for the white kids to do the labor. So to me, that sounds racist. So I don't get it. I don't understand. You know, it's just like any other job. Whoever's qualified, whoever needs the work, hire them. No matter what their color is. Are they able to? Are they willing to? Do they show up on time? Do they do their job? Don't matter about anything else. So, she died. Kelly, yes, Kelly Preston, right. So she was from Texas. I didn't. She was from Texas, but I do like her. I liked her in Jerry Maguire. She was so good in Jerry Maguire. And there's a few other movies, but I really liked her in that one. She had the attitude. But yes. Can't survive without Hispanic labor. Well, where I live, we have a lot of farms. And I mean, my neighbor is a cornfield, right? And there's not Hispanic workers, not in those fields. So, this is serious. I'm serious. We even, still to this day, they have their tractor days at school where I live, because you got to go farm in the morning before you go to school. You drive your tractor to school, and then as soon as you get off school, you drive your tractor back to the field. So, I mean, maybe that's considered child labor. I don't know, but they love their tractor days. And my grandson loves it when it's, you know, the tractors are out there. He has to get pictures with them all the time. But that's how it works here. And I don't know, you know, the kids do the labor. So, you know, it was funny, we were passing this weekend. My husband and I took a mental health weekend, and we just kind of hung out and went for rides, and we ended up in like some really rural Indiana, like super rural Indiana, and there was some tobacco fields. Well, there used to be a lot of tobacco fields, like that was one of the prime ones around here. And all he did was talk about, when I was a kid, I sat in the back of the wagon, and you know, you drop, your buddy drops, you drop, your buddy drops, and then, you know, I guess, I don't know what he was talking about, but I guess there's something under the wagon maybe that fills in the hole as you drop the tobacco stuff. And then he talked about how they had to clip the flowers and then get it ready to hang. I mean, that's what he did when he was a kid. I do know one time, though, he picked tomatoes out of a tomato field, and they decided to eat them and pick them, and he got super sick. So, I mean, the kids all work in the fields here, so, but I know that each place is different too, so, but that's, you know, that's the one thing, everybody has such different experiences and see different things, you know. No, she wasn't from Texas. They all come here from all over the U.S. Oh, I see. I'm talking huge Tyson chicken plants. We have a Tyson chicken plant here, but it might have closed. I had it many years ago, but that's where a lot of people worked. A lot of people worked there. So yeah, that might be the difference. That makes sense. Instead of a family farm versus multi-production, but
My parents picked cotton all over Texas. Oh, really? I think cotton fields, I had seen my first cotton field, I don't know, 5 or 10 years ago, like when there was a lot of cotton. I thought that was so cool. It looked like snow in the summertime. I was so excited. But it was in Arkansas. That's where I saw it. I saw it in Arkansas. Never, my grandma had a cotton plant in her house, actually. I don't know why she had that. When she passed, it came to me, and it didn't make it. It didn't make it. My aunt got a lot of the other plants, and hers survived. I think I got the aloe plant and the cotton plant. I have no idea. I'm like, I don't know how to do this. Do you water it? Do you not water it? I think I overwatered it, but I have no idea why she always had that. Probably for her fingernail polish. This woman was crazy about her fingernail polish, and then now she's in the grave with tissue underneath her fingernail polish. I'm so embarrassed and so distraught over that. I'll be distraught over that until the day I die. I didn't know they were going to bury her like that. I thought somebody would redo her nails, you know? I didn't know she was going to die that fast either. And I regret not redoing her nails. Arkansas is awful. They brought back child labor for the meat factories. That child labor was like a better law. It's not. It's a state law. So many things. That's why I like to hear everything, so then I can learn stuff. I didn't know that was not a federal law. You needed my baby food jar for polish. Yes, I saw your baby food jar. I'm like, I needed that for that day, and I need it for myself now. I like it. Once I paint nails, I'm like, and never take off the polish. I pick at it instead, which is not healthy. But I saw that video. I'm like, girl, she knew what I needed. Yep, states decide. I see. Okay, that's good to know. Thanks. The teachers exposed it because Hispanic kids were falling asleep. Oh, wow. So in Arkansas, the kids were at school. They start falling asleep. Teachers are trying to figure out why they were falling asleep, and to find out they were working at the meat factories. Huh. That's a USDA thing. So the meat okay, so your farms and meat factories and things like that are regulated by USDA. So even if so I see. Because the state does regulate when they can get their working line, or what do they call it? Working permit. And you have to go to school to get your working permit. So that's true. Okay. I'm trying to think about it all. Hold on. Let me deliver this. Let my mind just take in everything you just said. She was super ready for lunch. I think it was just now lunchtime. I never see the people that order food from here at this company, and she was at the door. She was picking it up before I even was finished with my picture. Okay. The teacher exposed, okay. Paul's grandpa at 12 when he got here from Ireland. Aw. He was 12 when he got here from Ireland. Aw. I would think Ireland would be cool. A friend of mine used to go there a lot because that's where her ancestors were from. But it looked like it rained all the time. But so yes, I remember, but all right. So then, from my work experience, the USDA has to inspect and review any food type of activity. So yes, even though state allows you to decides when you can get your working permit, you would think that the USDA would have overseen that particular issue. So that's interesting. Hi Iswim, how are you? Hope you're having a great Tuesday. Thank you for joining in and chatting with us. He worked at 12 when I arrived in the US. Oh, okay, gotcha. Wow, that's crazy. Worked all of his life, didn't he? Google that rotten Huckabee. She's okay with kids working, Sarah Huckabee. I don't know. I mean, if you go for your working permit, here you have to go to the school to get your working permit. And the school ultimately decides if you qualify for your working permit. So, I don't know. I know, my husband started working really young on the farms, and then he worked doing the concrete, like all those cute little concrete, I wouldn't say little, all the concrete things people have in their yard, like the concrete basket, remember the concrete ducks? That was super popular. He made those. Heck, he wasn't even driving, and that's what he did. He didn't even have his license. He drove. Just he wasn't old enough to drive, but he did it anyway, right? But because who's gonna tell on you out here? But and so yeah, he started doing the farm stuff and doing the concrete stuff. They outlawed child labor until now. Huh? They don't care about school. They just want kids working at night. Oh wow. Now here, if you have a working permit, depending on your age, depends on what hours you can work. So if you're like 14 and 15, you can only work so many hours a week and only until 8 o'clock at night. Then when I think you're 16 and 17. So when your 18th birthday, it changes. But I think you can only work until 9 o'clock at night. But then, what about sports? What about homework? I don't know. Homework, most importantly. But I don't know how I feel about it. So I have a 16-year-old granddaughter, and she has a summer job this year, but she's babysitting. So is it better to let the kids work at a regulated place or a non-regulated place? She has a good job, so she's fine. But I was just thinking about how would I feel about her, and I'd rather her babysit than go work at McDonald's, actually. I think it's more creative, but the McDonald's does teach you teamwork and things. $12 for 17 items plus a long way. Nope. I need to check. Nope, I had turned Uber off. I haven't taken any Uber orders. Ooh, they might not give me any because I haven't taken any. But it's very red. I'm not sure how I feel about it all. Like when it comes to regulated versus unregulated, because working on the farm, you're basically getting cash. It's unregulated. I don't know. I mean, they can work under the table, and then who knows what. But this way, at least they're working, where they have regulations. They didn't care. Okay, let me Google how many states brought back child labor. Okay, you Google that, because I don't know the answer. And I'm driving, and I don't want to Google. I'll let you do all the hard work, Miss Kissy Cat. I don't know. I don't know that that's necessarily a bad thing either. That's what I'm trying to, in my mind, I'm trying to figure out, like, what do I think is a bad idea? That's a lot of miles for 3 things. How much is it paying? I don't really want to do this. I guess I will. Alright, we're taking this order. Blah. I don't want to, but I keep getting these orders on Uber. It says 1 rail Lowe's, and I don't know what it is. One of them wasn't a bad offer earlier, but I didn't know what it was, so I didn't take it. I'm like, it's Lowe's, but what's 1 rail? Does that mean it's a big item? Or so I'm gonna eventually take one so I can learn what it is, because I'm kind of nervous. All right, let's see. Oh, you're still Googling it. Okay. If it's well maintained and well followed, I don't know that I'm against it. For example, like my 10-year-old granddaughter is trying to make $60 this summer so she could buy something at Ulta. And I think it's a great thing that she wants to earn it herself. She wants to buy her thing. And I know, you know, and she's doing little odd and end things, but, you know, then you have family businesses. For example, this one is trying to go to where my favorite food is, my favorite little dinner is. It is a Japanese restaurant. Their kids are probably 6 and 8. I think they might be 8 and 10 now, but they bring you your napkins and they clean off the table, and they're not, you know, at the oldest right now is probably 10, and they speak better English, so sometimes they'll do the little boy will do the phone calls instead because he has better English. I haven't seen them lately, so I don't know if somebody reported them or what. I haven't seen the kids lately, but I don't go in there very often, probably like once every 3 or 4 months. But they used to be in there all the time, because sometimes I'll pick up DoorDash in there. And they brought you your silverware and napkins, answered the phones. Okay, it's 10 states that rolled back child labor for migrant work. Amy says, my kids detasseled corn, tough job. They lived. Started in 2024, huh? Izzy, hi, do you remember me? I do remember you, yes, and I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. Kissy Cat, our Chinese neighbors the corn. I'm going this way. Oh, they have another way, but I have to get in that. Didn't think it would be like that. I think it's a good lesson, you know. You want to make money, this is how you do it. My one grandson, he just turned 8 on 4th of July. He all he talks about, he has his, I got him a desk for one of the holidays, and he got him a little like office book, what do you call it, kind of like a scheduling book or something. And he talks about having his own farm and his own mowing, and he gets so discouraged if you don't let him like make a little money mowing or making a little money doing this or that. It's so cute. He said he had such an entrepreneur mind, and you wouldn't want to what do you call it, discourage that, you know. And he takes his desk serious. It's so cute. Amy, your kids aren't up in the middle of the night processing meat. Disappeared. Our Chinese neighbors disappeared. Oh no, that's not good. If they just disappeared, that's crazy. That is crazy. No, thankfully they did that as teens.
were able to go to school and have good careers now. Oh, they're in their 40s, by the way. Aw, have a great life. Can you sub to my channel? I'm sub to you. Sure. Let me see here. What is your channel about, As You Swim? You have 14 subscribers. And base reveal at 1,000. Okay. I'm subscribed, Ozzy. Soccer, and you just started. Ooh, I like soccer. All right. Well, I just subscribed. So when did you? So you have 14 subscribers, and that's the best thing is getting into other people's channels and talking about your, you know, letting me know that you are a YouTube creator, because I don't know. Like sometimes I didn't know for the longest time that some people watched me had their own channels. I felt really guilty because I didn't subscribe to them because I didn't know. I'm slowly learning how this all works. But you're very welcome. Hopefully I'll get to watch some of your content soon. I didn't get to look at it too much because I'm driving, but is it this soccer in the States, or is it like football over in England? All over. Okay. Awesome. My children all did soccer. All 4 of them. I read this book. Talks about, what is the word? Oh, shoot. Like childbirth order and how you should, you know, raise your kids if you have several, you know, make sure they all do something different. So I had one kid in ballet and one kid in this and one kid in, they all did soccer. We eat, breathe, and slept soccer. I'm like, they're supposed to all do different things, but that didn't work out for me. Whatever Big Sis did, they all wanted to do, I think. We're on our way to the dollar store right now. Buying some toilet paper and paper towels. It's not paying well, but it's keeping me busy. So I play soccer too. Oh, cool. I don't, but man, I've learned a lot about it over the years. Do you play any particular position? Do you play all over? My youngest was the high school goalie, her junior and senior year. My first 2 played competitively, so you know, right out the gate, they were they were right on the high school varsity. My oldest played mid, and my second daughter played defense, and then my third daughter, she was in and out of playing soccer, but when she was in like U10, she played competitively for a while too, and she was like in U10, and she was the goalie. She was a big girl. She was a really big girl. We would be at tournaments, and when she drop kicked it, it would go far. But when you're real young, it can't pass the half line. And she didn't know how to do it without it passing the half line. So that was a real trick for us. Midfield. Oh, cool. I'm in varsity too. I got accepted this year going into 8th grade. Oh, awesome. So do you play if you play, so you play midfield. I'd rather do midfield than be a striker or something, because you can, I don't know, if you're good. Do you have a good left foot? That's the trick. If you have a good left foot,
you can go far. And I think that's what helped my daughter. She could do right or left. My oldest, she played, I don't know what state you're in. Yeah, good. I don't know what state you're in, but they have ODP, which is like Olympic Development Program, and she was in that. So she played for the state in the Olympic Development Program. So definitely check that if you're not already in that. That is a fantastic program. It's actually free, and then if you get selected, at least you could go to the trainings, and then if you get selected, then you can travel and play against the different states. So we got to go to places we hadn't been, and she got to play against Ohio and Michigan and everything. We went to Rome, Indiana. Who knew there was a Rome, Indiana? They stayed at an old nun place. I forget what that's called. But it's on the tip of my tongue. Convent. Oh, what is it called? I can't think. But anyway, that was really awesome. How's your day so far? So far, so good. After this order, I'll be almost at $90. So, what about you? Anything exciting going on with you? Besides talking soccer? Congratulations on your channel, by the way. I hope you get many subscribers. And good luck on your soccer career. Just be careful not to get burnt out. That's what happened to our kiddos. They got burnt out. My grandkids don't like it though. So that's kind of sad. Good. I just finished swim practice. Oh, good. Good, versatile activities. I like that. Swim practice is good. I don't swim too well. I mean, I swim all right, but I don't know. My mom loves swimming. I think she would live in a pool if they'd let her. So maybe that's why, because she always wanted to go swimming. I blame everything on her. It's fair. It's easy to blame your mom for everything, right? Okay, I'll be back. I'm just picking up 2 things of toilet paper and paper towels. There's no sense in carrying that. I'll be right back.
I knew it wouldn't take long, so I wanted to just grab that real fast because my hands were full. Okay. Leave it at my door. Do not ring doorbell and leave items on the bench, not the ground. Okay. I have to leave, but I love your videos and your channel. Have a great day. Oh, thank you, IZ Swim. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Have lots of fun today. And I'll watch some of your videos. I'm excited to do that. Sometimes, whoa. My thing doesn't always want to work very well for me. Okay, I'm going somewhere different than I thought I was going. You know I have the best intentions to watch everybody's videos, and then I don't make it. It's like, I'm so sad. I hope I didn't hurt Mel's feelings. Okay, well, can't make everybody happy. Do the best I can. It was an interesting conversation though. Learned something new. Alright, off to deliver this. Not really sure where I'm going on this one. I thought I was going, there's like a subdivision with the same name, or apartment complex with the same name. So that's where I thought I was going, but I'm not. So, oh well. How are we looking here? Okay. So weird. Both of them have the exact same percentage of charging. I don't know if that's a good sign. It's a unique sign though. They're both at 74%. Usually one's like really high and one's really low. I don't think they've ever both been exactly the same before. Little weird things in life. Oh goodness. Alright, so it should be, I didn't take any Uber orders and I was doing alright by my percentages, but maybe it'll pick up soon and on that one. If I made $200 on a Tuesday, that would be amazing. But I'll have to jump off here around 2 or 3, go feed the dog at some point, and then I'll probably, since I won't have to edit a video, I'll probably work a little bit for dinner, and maybe I'll be able to finish off, you know, depending on how it goes between now and then. So it's 12:30, and probably about a half hour. Things, you never know what's going to happen at that point. That's always when the weird orders come through, you know. Like 10 to 11 and then 1 to 3 are the really unknowns. Sometimes 3 to 4 is unknown too. It used to be when the kids were getting it during school days, 3 to 4. At 3 is all right because kids are just getting home and their parents have ordered them something or something like that. They're not good orders, but they're all right. So that's why I always say 1 to 3, but here lately 3 to 4 hasn't been that good because the kids are home and they're already gotten their food earlier in the day. It is kind of weird, like to do summer versus doing when school's in, because I have a clear understanding of what to expect whenever school's in. You have a routine. You know when it's going to be busy, when it's not going to be busy, kind of thing. And then when it's summer, it's like people wake up late. Breakfast isn't necessarily early. Sometimes you're still picking up breakfast at 10 o'clock, you know. And then dinner, a lot of, you know, in the winter, a lot of people start ordering dinner
between 4 and 5, it's getting dark early. But in the summer, you know, people are busy doing things. So I haven't had a good luck at a dinner, really. Maybe a couple of times, but I'm usually so tired. Last night I was asleep by 8:30. I was so tired. And then I woke up at 3:15 this morning, which worked out good. I was able to edit my video and everything. So that was good. All right. So they said, do not leave it on the ground. And this is, like I said earlier, it's like the lower paying orders have been really grouchy lately. And maybe that's why. Maybe they've had really bad, I've delivered here before and they usually paid pretty good. But maybe they've had some bad experiences lately. I don't know. But these lower ones have been grumpy. I think we're going to try to go to the town over. Busy because it's busy on DoorDash. Oh, let's see what this is. $27 for, get this, 100 items. No, I don't think so. $27 for 100 items. All right, I gotta be nosy. Let's see what kind of items these are. Oh, they know there's some multiples. There's no way. I can't do it. Oh, and it took it. Like I accepted it. Why did it do that? I'm not taking that. I did not. Accident. Sure. I didn't accept it. I didn't accept it. It says abrupted. All right, that wasn't fair. All I did was look to see what the items were, and it made it look like I accepted it. So hopefully they'll fix that. That happened earlier. So, all right, Subway, $3 for Subway. Nope. I try not to get on my car unless it's like for $5, to be honest. All right, I thought I was at more, but I'm at 87. All right, 87 at 4 hours. So that's still 20-something an hour. Not terrible. $6 for Chipotle for 4 miles. I'll take that one. I don't mind that one. Okay. Oh, I'm going to a different Chipotle. There's a Chipotle right here, so I thought I was going to this one, but I'm going to a different one. All right. Had a moment there. Now I can breathe again. All right, then I'll be at 90. So $6 for 4 miles, I don't mind. Sometimes I'll take like a $4 for 2 miles if it's like Chick-fil-A, or you know, it's early in the morning, there's no traffic or something. But for the most part, I try not to get out of my car for less than 5. Now if it's a like a stacked order, like they add an order or something, and I'm at that restaurant or at that store, I don't care as much because I'm already there. I'm already out of my car. But just to get out of my car, I think it costs more than $5 for me to go park, turn my car off, go get the food, and turn my car back on. You know, you're thinking of your wear and tear on your vehicle. So, and it almost makes me like frustrated that they would even suggest it anyway. $3. That was that one order was $3.67 for 3 miles for Subway. But you know, it's kind of like if they order everything off the dollar menu at McDonald's, or this person that we just delivered to ordered toilet paper and paper towels from the dollar store. It's like, okay, they obviously didn't spend a lot of money, you know, so, and they're trying to be as cheap as possible. I get that too. So should you count on them having to tip you much or anything? I don't know how I feel about all that. All right. Starting to sweat. Oh. Pizza King in New Albany for $5. I'm not even near that place. I'd have to get on the expressway and for $5. Nope. Oh, that's a good order. $7 for 2 miles. But, and it's just going right there. I'd love to take it. Oh, they changed it to $6 now. But I can't because I had to turn it off for a minute because I am where it's real busy. That was a good order. I can't unassign anything on DoorDash right now because my completion rate is so low. We're almost to Chipotle. Yay. Hopefully this will be done. That would be nice, wouldn't it? I haven't really had to wait. Well, I haven't done a lot of food. I've done more shopping. Say I haven't had to wait much. There is an order on the shelf. So it looks like there's a door dasher, you know. That'll be the, have we seen dashers today? I'm trying to remember. I don't think I've seen any dashers today. Tuesdays are a bad day, so I could see if we didn't see any. But I've done so much shopping. I don't know if you want to count that.
The sticker wasn't on here very well. So, try to fix it here. Oh, we're only 5 minutes away. Nice. That's not bad then. All right, let's see. Okay. I think we can figure this one out. Nice. Okay. Get what it's paying. Whenever I do the videos, I take screenshots because I forget so often. It's like, oh, what am I getting paid? Oh, how's this work? Okay. How's the money coming today? So after this order, I'm at like 90 something. I started at 8:30. So I am sticking with my 20 an hour so far. So that's good. So I'll show you after we deliver this. The way that they updated the app, you can't see it like you used to whenever you're delivering. So used to you can just exit out and see. I tried that earlier, it didn't work. Oh, this guy pulled up and I can't see it. Yes, if I'm at 20 an hour, I'm really happy. That's my hope, is my goal really, I guess, is 20 an hour. Because like the factories around here pay about 15 an hour, or they were, I don't know what they are now, but there for a while they were 15 an hour starting out. And I mean, I know that I can work in an office and make more, but so if I make 20 an hour, then I feel good about it. 15 an hour, I'm okay. Anything under 15, a lot of times I just go home and forget it. Not here lately, especially after I started YouTube. But before I started YouTube, if I was making less than 15 an hour, I went home. But I've been a little better about just hanging in there. And I like going live because it's like you have company and it keeps you going. Because sometimes I just, oh, I don't want to do this anymore, you know. And then, but if you have somebody to talk to during the school year, my daughter does the Good Gaps and she chats with me, and that helps too. But then once she picks up the kids from school, and that's always the downtime of the day. It's like, oh, I wish you could just stay out a little longer, get me through. So that's a nice thing about going live, for sure. You have those friends hanging out with you. I know sometimes I get on certain subjects and I do have kind of strong feelings about things, but I mean, that's how we are individuals. We all have different opinions. And I think that's what makes us who we are too, you know, and be able to make the world go round. If we were all the same, it would be so boring. We are like coworkers, exactly like coworkers. And it's nice because for 3 years I was just doing this all alone, and now I have coworkers. It's fun. It's so weird, like, you know, my coworker recently passed away. I did a thing on my video, and I'm friends with all of her daughters on Facebook, but you kind of see them different, or you know them differently in a way, because when you're working next to somebody for 8 hours a day, you talk about everything. You know probably more about them than you should know. So it's kind of interesting. I think sometimes it's like, she just had a birthday, and they said something, but something that she always said to me, I guess, you know, I left it as a comment and they didn't get it. And I'm like, that's what she always said to me, you know. So it's kind of interesting.
We got a Dollar General store thing for a ticket. It's just three quick drinks. That more time than people spent talking to family. I know, it was more time talking to them. My mom always said, you know, don't talk about personal stuff at work. You know, these are just coworkers. But you're there, middle of your day, your kid calls, has a crisis, and either you have to deal with it or you have to leave work to go deal with it. How do you, you know, you're emotional or mad or whatever, how do you not talk about it while you're at work? And everybody at work knows all your personal business sometimes. It's like, I try not to talk about it. You learn a lot, that's for sure. And you try to talk about the weather or soap operas or whatever it is, you know, and the news or something, but usually it ends up being about your kids or your personal life. You know, if your kid because of course when you come back, 20 people are going to ask you, well, why'd you leave early? What happened? Or they'll text you at night or something or call you. All right, might as well just spill the beans. It's so much easier. Even though I, you know, I had a lot of bonds and everything, I did just kind of let them go to the wayside, and I hate that too, but life kind of gets away from you. I have a friend that I really miss. I want to go see her. She had moved away for a minute, but I saw on Facebook she's back. And we were really close, so I need to do that. They're like your extended family, you know? And it feels weird. It feels like you have a double life sometimes, because at work, you know, you are with these certain people, then you come home and maybe you mention them or something like, who's that? Why are you talking about that person? And it's like, that's kind of like my sister at work or something, you know? How do you not know who that is? And with everything, you know, several people recently have passed out of my unit that I managed. And, you know, so I've been talking to them more often and different things. And I'll say, oh, I've got to go here with Sharon or here with da-da-da. And they're like, who's that? And I feel like, how do you not know them? They're like family. So funny, so weird. The one time I went to the one funeral home, I was already doing my YouTube, I talked about it. I felt so awkward to go. I hadn't seen her in a long time, and I didn't think her daughter would remember me. And we walked in that door, and she just gave us the biggest hug. She was so glad to see us. And I was really shocked. And then it made it a little better, you know, as things are going on. It's like, okay, you know, they remember you, and it's whatever. They have me going a weird way. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go the other way. Okay. It's just cut behind these houses. It seems weird. But yes. Some jobs, I'm glad I don't have to see those people no more. I was on this one project. I got hired as a contractor. It was just a 6-month contract. And I guess we ended up needing a couple more people, so they had hired a few more. And the desk next to me was open, and this young guy got that desk. And he exaggerated on his resume, and he really didn't know how to do anything. But he you know, most of us were in that particular section, not all sections, but our section was mostly women. And so he thought he could come in and be this big, strong man. And he was just a young kid, you know, and he didn't know how to do anything. So you almost didn't want to help him. It was crazy. It's like, okay, I don't remember his name, and I'm okay with that. Coworkers are our chosen family. Our chosen family. Plus, you usually respected a tiny bit better. You're respected a tiny bit better. That is true. I mean, you know, as a family member, people are, you know, they'll call you for anything, or you're expected to do all this stuff, or it's so weird. I mean, I really had a hard time with that. You go to work, you know, like, so I was a manager, so people had to do what I said, and I wasn't mean, so I didn't do, you know, I wasn't like demanding for the most part. Just every once in a while I was, just when it had to be, you know. But anyway, and then I got that much, you know, like you said, respect, and treated well at work. I mean, people were backstabbers, blah blah blah, but if I said this had to be done, it got done. Or if I called the programmer and said, hey, this is wrong, they fixed it right away, right? Then I come home and my kids are like, you're annoying, you're so stupid. So I get what you're saying. It's like, sorry. It was like difference in night and day. Why do I want to go home? But yeah, that is so true. Sorry, it made me reminisce about how different it was. It's kind of when I started, that's really when I started to go to the casino a lot, because, you know, I go to work and you, like you said, had this respect and people listen and blah blah blah, and then I come home and I get yelled at or something. You know, it's 9 o'clock and I'm ready for bed, and oh, by the way, we have to have 6 dozen of homemade baked cookies by 8 o'clock in the morning. Do what? Thank goodness for Kroger Baker. At the time, Kroger was real close, and if you got certain cookies at the bakery, people didn't know they weren't homemade. Now you can't bring in homemade, I guess, but at the time, everything had to be homemade, and I'm like, you couldn't. When did you find this out? Oh, I knew 2 weeks ago. I just forgot. What? I'm like, why do I ever want to go home again? I'm just got to grab 3 drinks. I'll be right back.
They were working on the refrigerator, so I had to go to 4 different refrigerators to find 3 different things. Going right where we were earlier. Okay. I had an order here. Oh no, this was yesterday. I had an order here. All right. That girl was happy, wasn't she? So we were in Clarksville, now we're going to Jeffersonville. And these drinks, the Gatorade wasn't cold. I tried to find them a cold Gatorade. They got a Red Bull, and they didn't have the size they wanted. That's what took the longest. And they didn't have them cold either. They had a wrong size cold. I can't imagine, like, that cost $5 for a 20-ounce Red Bull. Couldn't imagine spending that on it. Which I don't do energy drinks anyway. But I do get those Monster Coffee ones every once in a while. Like, it's too hot for coffee, but I need like a little bit of a coffee jump. I could have went that way. Oh well. See which way they're taking me. This girl's saying it's illegal to panhandle. I think all of Indiana, but I know it is here. And at least, especially in Clarksville. And man, they get on them fast. And this girl, she has a son. She's a single mom. And I don't know what rest of her sign says. She's out there often, but she'll watch for the police, and she'll kind of like hide from them. I've watched her. And but it's like sometimes the times of the day she comes, I'm like, how are you out here if you're a single mom? Nobody, you know, I don't ever see your kids. But people give her 20s here and 20s there. I see her very often. And usually if I see her several times that day because I'm in that area. But it's like, who's watching your kids? Like I said, I can't read the rest of her sign. She either turns it too fast on me, it's kind of small writing. She has the single mom thing real big though. I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You got stuck somewhere, you need a little gas, you gotta do, you know, hey, can you help me, whatever. That's one thing. But then you're there often. Somebody's obviously watching your kids somewhat, but you might not have a car to be able to do the gig abs. Or, you know, maybe her kid's sick and she can't have a regular job. I don't know. But this, if it's her, they had a sweater on and it is hot outside. I have the air on. I saw somebody the other day, yesterday, was real hot, and they had one of those zip-up jackets and a hoodie, and it's like, how are you not dehydrating from sweating so much? I don't understand. The panhandlers around here just pull at your heartstrings, and most are liars looking for a quick buck or drug people. I know, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm thinking she's a drug person. There's right at like catty corner from where she stands, you could go down into the road there, and it's where they put homeless, I guess homeless people there, but most of them look like they're, it appears to be a lot of drug activity there, and cops are there a lot or whatever, and it's like, I think she lives down there from what I can gather, so it makes you not trust her. But it does,
you know, my video that I published today, I kind of talk about it, kind of go a little overboard with it, but you just don't know what to do. If you knew that they needed something, the one yesterday at Target, she kind of was dressed better than I dressed. I'm like, that's what gets me too, is they all have these nicer clothes than me, the new shoes, which I know like a lot of places will give you stuff like that. So did they get them? Did somebody give that to them? And they're so clean. Like when we were homeless when I was a kid, we weren't clean. Our nails weren't clean or nothing. I am for helping honest people, and but I'm most likely helping people that help themselves. Because sometimes you're just down and out, you know, stuff happens. Like when story I always talk about, when I went to the mailbox and kept having money. At that point, you know, we were trying our best, but my daughter just had surgery unexpectedly, and all that took longer than expected because she had all those drains and all that coming out of her, and it just took long. And we were just out on our luck just because of medical reasons, you know. But my husband was still working. I was still raising the kids, you know. It wasn't like we were needing anybody's, we weren't not doing anything for ourselves. Hold on. Alright, just hit $100. Yay. Once you lived poor, you never forget. Exactly. You never, ever forget. And I think that makes me soft-hearted. I'm not doing that. 8 items at Walgreens for $6. And I used to just help everybody. And then I took away from my family to help others, so I'm more cautious. And then as I grew older and realized some people just, you know, don't do the right things, I'm like, all right, I'm not going to take away from us to give to somebody if they're not making, you know, they're doing something bad with it. We donated. I used to donate. I forget what it was called. It's a nationwide thing. I used to donate to them. I forget what. And you would leave it out. They couldn't get it. And then I would really work hard on these donations because I thought they were going to like the disabled vets or whatever. And, oh, they really need these bowls, or they really need, you know. And then I find out all they do is turn around and sell everything, and then take the cash to help, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I put my heart and soul in it, so it hurt my feelings when I found out the truth. You too. It's, you know, I've been homeless, I've slept under the bridge, I have done, you know, when I was a kid, we were so poor, and no food, no nothing, so I do sometimes, like I said in the video that was published, I struggle so bad with it. Because on one hand, I just want to help, and on the other hand, I want to teach, you know. $3. Nope, and it's Papa John's. We're going to go to the others, back towards the other city. That way we don't get any silly stuff. I don't do Papa John's. Not this Papa John's. I don't mind some of the Papa John's, but not this one. They are not good. But yeah, if you're trying yourself, one of the worst things I did probably, I was bad, but there was this couple, and they had a couple of kids, and they were coming down from Michigan, and their car broke down. Met them at McDonald's, and they were headed to Florida. They just had it, and they're going to Florida. They were our age. They were in their 20s. We were in our 20s. And I gave them our phone number. If you ever need anything, let us know, because we helped them with their car, got them back on the road, you know. Well, sure enough, they came back through, and I let them move in with us for a little bit. But he wouldn't get a job, and I don't know. I don't remember how I got rid of him, but I didn't think I was ever going to get rid of him. So sometimes I'm way too soft-hearted. Hand up, not hand out. Exactly. You know, I was vice president of the Federally Employed Women on our local chapter, and the one thing you learn is, you know, you always bring somebody up with you. You know, you help people and bring them up. And I know that was in a professional sense, but I think that's the same in life too. And I thought it was a great lesson. You know, if you're doing well, spill it out to other people. And I see that different than the trickle-down effect. I don't mean it that way. But, you know, hey, I've learned this skill that really helped me. Let me teach you the skill, or let me help you get this skill if I can't teach it to you. Or, you know, you always help somebody. If you know how to write resumes, help the next person with theirs. Or there's so many ways we can help each other, lift each other up. But it doesn't necessarily mean money, but a skill, always learning a new skill or improving your skill. Uh-oh, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem here. I wonder if they're okay. Should we ask? Hand out takes person weak mentally. Yes, and it makes them feel bad. It does make them weak, because then you're not teaching them anything. You're only satisfying an immediate need. What's the future? And that's what I kind of talk about. It's like, that's what exactly I said. Okay, if I give them fish, feeds them for a day, then I teach them to fish. You know, isn't that the old saying? They can feed themselves. Jesus said, teach them to fish. Oh yeah, there you go. I didn't even read yours. I was thinking of, that's exactly what I was talking about. Yes. Give them the tools. Here's a poem and line, and this is how you do it. But so many people these days just want you to hand them money. You know. Instead of other things, you know. Money doesn't solve everything. I'm gonna turn it back on. Alright, she got it to go up for a minute. We're gonna go around her. You okay? Are you okay? Do you need... Oh, okay. You're welcome. Alright. She just needed her dog. I didn't know if she was out of gas. I didn't know what the problem was. Just wanted to make sure she was okay. I can't help her find her dog. She was, poor thing. But she sped up and then she slowed back down. And I'm like, alright, I don't know if she's having a car problem or I don't know what was wrong. I don't know. I think, but sometimes people do just need a little bit of money just to get them through or something. So there's that. But yes, if they're helping themselves, I love helping people like that. But if they're not helping themselves, then I don't want to get involved, because I don't understand what the situation is. Why aren't you helping yourself? You know? Alright. At least I made my first 100. I'm so happy. For a Tuesday, usually I'm lucky I'll be working 10 hours and make 100 on a Tuesday. was dreading it today. I was like, oh, do I want to do this? But I knew I had to come to town to feed the dog. So I'm like, all right, since I'm not working Thursday, I have to work today. And because I debated, okay, if I get kind of like not motivated, I'll just go to a different area, and that remotivates me. And so I thought about that this morning. I'm like, oh, but I gotta go down there and feed the dog, so just suck it up for the day. And it's working out, so that's good. It says 1 to 4 minutes on DoorDash, but I'm not getting anything. Sometimes I have to stop it, bring it back up, but we're kind of in a weird spot, so maybe it'll come up in a minute. Oh, like everything just turned off on my thing. Okay, there we go. I don't know why, but everything on my phone just went away for a minute. We have a TV, and I think it is the dumbest TV I've ever had in my life. You know, what happened? I just like the old TVs where you have a remote. I can punch in. I want to watch my local channel. You know, what channel on my locals I want to watch. The TV remote I have now, you have to hit it home, hit the live button or hit the guide button, and try to find your channel. You gotta go through all these channels. I forget how many local channels we have, because you have like. It's a pizza one, but it's a different one. I'm going to try this one. And I need a turn here, but I can't. I'm going to try it. Turn around and we'll just make a biggie way up here. It like hardly has any buttons. You have to go to the home page to do anything. And I can't stand it. I just want it. We have channel 3 and 11 and 32, 41. And then on those, they have like 4 or 5 channels. And so just scroll through the live TV. I just want to watch the channel 41 news, my local morning news. I have to go through all these things. Like, you know, I do now have it as a favorite, but sometimes I don't work. It's so annoying. Overcomplicated makes me mad. Me too. I can't stand it. I like the simple life. And always. I know, me too. It's like, so the TV in my bedroom is an old smart TV. Not the new kind of smart TV. And I can punch the button, channel B, channel 11. I can type in that number. Now, most of the, used to I can watch like YouTube on it, Netflix and stuff. It won't do any of it anymore. I can still watch some things on Prime, because I kind of like to watch documentaries when I go to sleep. But Netflix just recently quit supporting that particular TV, so I'm like, whatever. I want my remote to be easy. I just want to watch my local news. I want to watch my local channels. And then it just, you'll be in the middle of watching something and it just shuts down. And I'm like, and reboots. Air conditioner's blowing in my face. It gets me every time. It drives me insane. Why do you have to reboot? And I'm in the middle of something. I love the simple life. Make it easy. You know, I think that's why I like being in the country too. I know my husband kind of liked to go back to the city, but I'm not going. I already told him. He's from the country. He didn't want to go to the city. I wanted it. It was just, I liked the country. We had the kids out in the country for a long time, but not my youngest, but rest of them. And I'm like, it's just too complicated with soccer and dance and all these activities to be this far away. So we decided to move to the city. And then now he wants to stay in the city. It's so funny because he always griped about he wanted to be back in the country. And now we're back. He's like, I just want to go back to the city. All of his friends would come over and chill out and work on cars. And he had a good little group of people he hung out with. And some of them have passed and what have you. And, you know, just different group of people now.
where we're going to get to this light to go get the pizza. Oh, there must be a problem. Everybody's going around or something. I have no idea. This church here a lot of times has bad traffic, but this is a Tuesday, so that shouldn't be it. But everybody is going around, so I'd like to figure out what the problem is. Oh, a train maybe? It's a train. I see. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. Snow removal is my only plus for big city living. Never again. We had big trees. Lightning finally hit them, and we had to get rid of them, but because it hit them and killed them. But the leaf removal, they always would come through with a big sweeper and remove our leaves. That was nice. But the snow removal, I didn't really want. We had to park on the street, and they would clean our roads, but then I was blocked in. But yeah, I don't know. I think after the pandemic, it just made me realize how much, how much the country means. The train's gone, so this should be moving out. You can figure out how to survive in the country, how to move all the air conditioners and make them cough, a little choked up. I told my daughter, my youngest daughter, at one point, I said, hey, you can stay down there and eat city squirrel, you can come home and eat some country squirrel. And she's from the city, so she's like, I'm fine. But if something went down, I just think the country is the best bet. You have so many more resources and you're sharing with less people. And, I don't have to worry about the neighbors saying, oh, she's not wearing a mask or whatever, because my yard, I have an acre lot. And my neighbor's a cornfield. I don't think the corn is going to complain. My other neighbor, he don't come out much. He comes out a little bit, but he likes to talk to my grandkids. But I don't think he has any. I don't think he has any kids or grandkids. He's just kind of adopted mine, I think. So that was nice, not to worry about it. They do care differently. Country people care differently. I think so too. Something weird goes on, at least on my street, in 2 seconds, it's taken care of. As Mr. T would say, I pity the fool. Went down our road the wrong way. I saw this, I know I've told this story before, but saw this guy snooping around this empty house and made one phone call, and I think there was 20 people out there. He never came back. I never saw him or his car or his buddy ever again. It's just one of those, everybody knows everybody, and if anything's abnormal, it sticks out like a sore thumb. Now, from when I went to high school to now, it definitely looks different. One is the area, people let their houses go. The yards look terrible. Some of the yard, you have a nice place and then you have a trashy place. That's driving me crazy, but there's nothing I can do about it. And it would be nice if people would clean up their messes, but they're not going to. But we also have diversity. And when I was in high school, when I married my husband and I lived up there, there was no diversity. But there's diversity now, so that's nice. I like that. Definitely, that was definitely a shock when I got up there and saw that it was changing. I thought it was great. Going to the school and, there's a melting pot now, and there wasn't before. That's good. But we have, for some reason, our community has really grown with the Amish. We have a lot of Amish people, and we used to have no Amish. But there's several Amish farms and businesses. I don't know why they migrated there. The worst part is
If you have to pick up your dog poop, why don't they have to pick up their horse poop? And it's everywhere. And, you know, it's all over the roads. And it just makes me so angry because, you know, you have to drive over it or something. And, or, you know, they do drive in front of my house a lot. I don't live on the road. I live back a little bit. But, it, you know, it does attract smells and flies. And I think they should have to, if I have to clean up, I don't have dogs now, but when I did, you know, if there's a dog rule, why isn't there a horse rule? And if it was every once in a while, it'd be one thing. But this is all the time. So I guess in the Amish community, like, this person hosts Sunday services or church services quarterly, and then this family, maybe it's monthly, I don't remember, and then the other one does. So whenever it's the people down our street, then, I mean, it's just like horse manure on my road nonstop. And the county won't pave certain roads because their buggies are running the, you know, pavement. I'm never going to go get this food, ever. This is awful. I don't know what, the train is gone. If I could see, I'd get in the other lane. But you could turn either way, so if a car's coming, I would be in the back, I would be in the wrong. Even though some cars are doing it. That is a boring view. All we're doing is sitting there staring at the same cars over and over. So you get to look at me for a minute. We'll see what kind of, we're picking up 2 items for a whole $6 waiting in this horrible traffic. And it's not going to tell me what I'm picking up. Okay, 2 pizzas. They're never going to get their pizza at this point. I don't know what the holdup is. If my ratings weren't so bad, I'd just unassign it and go a different way. It's so bad. 90, still 92%. Oh, wow. See, somebody just came up that lane. That's why I don't switch lanes yet. Okay. Now I think I can switch this lane now. Nobody, okay, yep. We're switching. Now we can see the whole lane if somebody's wanting to turn. Oh, yay, we're getting closer. Oh, so I think what's going on, now that I can see, another train's coming. Holy cow. Can you believe another train's coming? Yep, there it is. Oh my goodness gracious. One was going that way, and I guess one was waiting to come this way. I've never seen this happen before. This is wild. Hope it's not long. This was not DoorDash's fault or the customer's fault. But I do want to text her and let her know that stuck by 2 trains. So she'll know what the problem is. It says sick, it says stuck. Stuck by 2 trains. Will be through soon. I just want to let her know so she'll know why I'm not at the place, and I feel bad for her, but there ain't nothing I can do about it. This train is, maybe it's the same train, it's like went up and then back again, so I don't know. No idea what the situation is. I'm starting to think I'm never going to get to this pizza though. Oh my, oh my. Alright, maybe they'll lift him up. He was going back through now. I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. Alright, we're going through. But we're out of our life. But we're going through. So it says that I've only been online for 2 hours. That's not right. That's weird, isn't it? Let's see. Make sure it's doing okay. Make sure I'm not stuck. Okay, we're good. These people are staring at me, trying to figure out what I'm doing. Ain't that weird? From your last freeze. So am I frozen now? I'm trying to get away from these people because they keep staring at me because I'm talking on my phone. Okay, good. This car just ran a red light. Okay, now I'm by a different car though. They just kept staring at me. It was so uncomfortable. There was like 3 guys, or 2 guys and a girl. And I was like, oh gosh. What time is it? It's 1:30. Okay. I just want to make sure I don't let that dog get hungry. I don't know what time I'm going to go in the morning and feed her. And then I'll have to feed, or I don't feed her, I have to let her out, I think. And then in the morning, and then tomorrow afternoon I feed her again. It'd be easier to bring her home, but I think I should flip out because she's never been in my house before. She's probably like, what's this about? She's getting old. I think she's 12 or 13. She's a Boston Terrier. And she's getting really gray, but definitely, you know, aging a lot. So I don't want to, if she was younger, I'd just bring her home. She's set in her ways now. She likes specific things. Usually when I babysit her, I'll spend the night or, you know, spend a lot of time with her, but this time I'm not going to, but it's hard not to. She'll be alright. Worry about the dogs more than I worry about the humans sometimes. Oh well. Okay. I told her I was stuck by 2 trains, but really it was 1 train backing up and what have you. So whatever. I know since gotta run, I'll peek in later. Alright, thanks Amy. I think I'm gonna jump off here too. I think you're the last one. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed our conversation. And I hope everyone has a good day, and I'll chat with y'all later. Bye.